everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. That's April.
Hey.
Look what I found. I have a bell now. You know, a bell for a radio show or a podcast is really one of those props where you get it first and then you figure out what to do with it.
I agree.
You don't really have a plan for a bell. You just know that you're autistic and you like going like that. You have no idea what reason you have to ring it. You could maybe say super chat or PayPal over $10.
Can they hear it? I hope they can hear it.
Quiet. Watch the levels. What, ready? It's audible.
I see it.
Or I could just either way.
You look like Hector Salamanca.
Yes. See, I don't realize the vast majority of the people who tune into your show are not watching it. They're listening to it.
Sure.
So when I do faces like that and I do a Hector Salamanca thing, I panic on the inside as a performer because I'm like, most people are going, is there something wrong with the stream? Is it down? What the fuck just happened? I feel like I have to talk immediately.
You're good.
So
that was my find at Dave & Buster's this weekend.
Yes, we went to Dave & Buster's with another couple, lovely friends of ours, and I decided that I would get a bell. I let April choose what we got with our prizes.
I did this, yes.
And April picked the bell. So now we have a bell. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what it's going to be for. I just know bells are like guns. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
I agree.
I feel the same way about bells that I do about pistols.
They can serve all kinds of purposes.
And black people are afraid of both.
Are they?
I guess only when it's held by the police. Yeah, that joke doesn't really work, does it? Because they've shown historically not really that afraid of guns.
It did not land.
No.
Good one.
You know what? I'm not funny tonight. I'm not afraid to say it. And you know what? I wasn't that funny this morning. I was adequate.
It's the shirt.
It's my Hulkamania shirt. I can't live up to Hulkamania. But it's karaoke night for the Hulksters, so I wear it in support of him.
I hear you.
We did have a show this morning. I am very happy to say that our Rumble numbers are really starting to take off. I don't know if people are leaving YouTube and going to Rumble or if we're just finding a secondary audience with Rumble, but we're up over 13. We're like 1,320 followers.
It's good to see.
Over on Rumble, around 300 people watching at a time. You put that with the 550 or so over on YouTube at a time. You're talking about 800-900 people at a time. It's going places, and I'm running out of reasons not to love Rumble. The links are in the chat now, so you can do that.
It's working.
You have mods and tags, and they've got memberships, and you can get, we're working on our verification and all that shit. It's pretty good.
It's getting better.
It's pretty good. We have a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of things to get to, so we will go through the chat here in orderly fashion. We'll knock out tonight's 250. We'll do a half hour of overtime. We do appreciate your guys' support. Starting things off tonight, No Pen 15 Fathead with $5. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. He wanted a ding-ding, so he got himself a ding-ding. 245 is what it's going to be now this evening after we got it started. There's the PayPal and the Streamlabs. Of course, the best way to contribute to the show. We take the biggest chunk of it. But Super Chats are very efficient, and I understand that, so those count just as well. Memberships, Rumble Rants, you name it, it counts. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit subscribe, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Rumble. Either one, we do appreciate it. Plenty to get to. Rincewind says, Aaron, I don't like your hair like this. Please restore it to last night's teen heartthrob look. Thank you. The Burnside says, Aaron is a bell end. Do you know what a bell end is? He's doing a play on words because I have a bell now, but a bell end is a British phrase for a penis.
Oh, so I didn't know what it was.
So I
did.
I am a penis, according
Are you a good
to the
one?
Burnside. What?
Are you a good one?
A good bell end? It's the only kind to be. Amanda Hugginkiss says, is Kumia stopping by and you prepped the desk? Oh, because of the old bell, yeah. I don't know. Well, I got Shaka here. I
wish.
figured he would want that. That would be something he'd be into. Cream of Green says Rumble has a multiplier. Way to be a buzzkill. I don't know that for sure. I have no idea what the fuck Rumble does. I just know that it makes me feel good, and there's nothing wrong with that. So Cream of Green, don't be one of those guys. Don't be a guy who just goes in when there's a football game on TV and goes, I hate football. Football's stupid.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. They have a multiplier.
Don't be that guy. Why would you want to be that
What does
guy?
that mean?
Even if it was accurate, why would you want to be that person? Why would you strive to be that? Strive for better things. I'm going to make you a better person.
Let us be happy.
Taste Fairy says, I think Rumble has a bot problem. ROTC had like 800,000 views on an episode last week out of nowhere.
Do you have to tell us, though? Just let us have it.
You know what? I think it's legit there.
I do, too.
See, now Cream of Green could be right. But here's the fun part. And Taste Fairy could be right. All it takes is one person going, that's a bunch of horse shit. And you're both equally right. Because nobody knows for sure.
Maybe it was a good episode.
So if Taste Fairy goes, it's a bot problem, they had 800,000 views. It just takes one of us with as much knowledge as you do going, no, I think that's legit.
It could have been.
Rumble views are like the dollar. As long as people believe in it, it's true. You know, like if people go, they had 800,000, that's bullshit. But everyone just goes, nah, that's legit. They had 800,000 views. Then it's accurate.
Why not print 1 million viewers?
Perfect. Tin Man Taylor says, anyone else have an audio lag? Just got a new phone, so not sure where I should look to fix this.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard anyone say that yet.
Well, of course, we can't hear it.
No, I haven't heard anyone else complain about that quite yet. April's Giant Dump with $1.99 says high fiber diet leads to an on-time performance. No, the kids have spring break, so we're with them all day long. All day, because the kids aren't in school. It's back to normal summertime hours, and they are here from morning to night.
You try to compliment my diet. You took that away from me.
I'm sorry. No, it's nothing to do with the children and their schedule. It's April's shitting like a magician. Scooby Jooby Jew says, sadly, Rumble live streaming is unwatchable on my TV, so I'm still stuck with YouTube for now. Nothing wrong with YouTube. I have no problem with YouTube. Other than they're hiding us in the algorithm and they are shadow banning us because we got a strike. Other than that, it's totally fine. I've looked at that. It's strike is a big one, around 10,000 subs. And there was one other thing I read today about that particular topic of reach all of a sudden going from not views, reach. Reach is more important than views. Because views is like people can decide to watch and not watch stuff. We got stuff with lots of views. We got stuff with a little bit of views.
Sure.
I'm talking about reach. The reach has gone off the cliff. And I've been reading about it, and there was the strike. There was 10,000 views. Some people say content, the kind of content you talk about. But there was one other statistical thing, and I wish I would have...
Show titles?
No, I wish I would have. I know that the titles you put in can restrict you, but I don't know. Triple N says, Aaron's a knobhead in it, bruv, mate. Thank you. It's great. Everybody's fucking British now. JJ Dewey says, did you hear about China and Russia signing deals with each other? Yeah, we talked about that. What is it?
I think you did.
No, we talked about that like 2 weeks ago. They were signing some sort of deal together. Yes, absolutely. Giant. The Tigger next door with $10. There you go.
Thank you.
Says the snow's melting. It's a joyous time in the north, but still hate the world. Thanks for making us laugh. Hey, don't worry, buddy. It's as I think one of our guys, Brandon from BYB said, it's the real Civil War Eve tonight. Remember a couple Mondays ago we thought it was Civil War Eve, but now
is it
tonight.
really though? Or are we just being psyched again?
We'll see. I mean, they seem to be a little riled up this time.
Did they have the barricades up now again?
Yeah, they've got barricades up. They're organizing. We've got some clips that we'll play a little bit later throughout the show.
God bless.
Return Trip says a statement given with no proof can be refuted with no proof. Exactly. So if you say, Rumble, if you guys got good views, you happy with them? Yeah, they're going up. It's great. Yeah, it's all bots, right? And I go, nope, it's all legit. We're both right. That's what I love about that. Ryobi says, I have a lag. I'm still hearing the morning show. Well,
oh, wow. This is a really bad one.
Zen Rhino says, Rumble looks great on Roku streaming device for your TV. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Birdman says, a new strike or the old one been away for a while?
Yeah, which one was it?
We have a current strike that's going to stay on our record until early May. Oh, about a month.
We got to be good boys and girls.
We've got less than a month, and then our strike is gone, and then we're all square with the house again, I think. No Pen 15 Fathead says, today was the first time I got a notification for a show in a while. I've been hearing that from more and more people, that they don't get their notifications. That's too bad.
I don't miss mine unless you, like, over a weekend will post like a whole bunch of clips, and then for some reason it won't send out a notification after those.
Right.
Otherwise, I always get one. I think that's cool.
K Fallen says, fuck, do I need to get you a cowbell too? I gave Johnny his. I don't know. People are saying you stole Kumia's bell.
This was all my idea, actually.
Got that from Dave and Buster's, baby.
This was my drunken D&B pickup.
Guys, Wheat Diff, don't ruin it. Yes, we will get to that tonight. Absolutely.
No way. Really?
Yes.
That's fun. I haven't seen
this. We got plenty of things for tonight's show. We hope you guys are excited. I have to go to Streamlabs. Someone say go to Streamlabs. Don't forget to read Streamlabs comments. Yes, I will not forget to read Streamlabs comments. There we go. Click on that. Get logged in.
My goodness.
Zen Rhino with 1052. That's what I'm waiting on here. I hope the comment is really good. Zen Rhino with 1052 says, here, have some monies. Can't wait to try April's Magic Bean when it's available. There you go.
Me too.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, the coffee is coming along nicely. We've got all the logos right now. Mm-hmm. Everything's good for the trial run, the initial run, and then if that goes well, on to April's Magic Bean.
Dude, I got to make some custom stickers for one of the listeners today, too, and I almost want to roll one of them out. Or just offer it.
It's fine to do new stickers. I mean, that's kind of an as you order kind of a thing.
It's pretty cool, but he's going to be the first one with a whole bunch of them.
Well,
so we'll see how it goes.
Guys, make sure you hit subscribe. We're very close to 9,300 subs. 9,300. What an awesome number it would be to get to 9,300. People asking about the Tampa Papers. Guys, Wednesday, we will have the Tampa Papers. Tampa Papers come out on Wednesday. We will discuss them. You will know about them. And don't you worry about the Tampa Papers. All will be settled. There are, 4 or 5. And by the way, 4 or 5 people know about the Tampa Papers. And they are 4 or 5 of the gossipiest little bitches I've ever known. And it's still, the Tampa Papers have not gotten out yet.
I don't know what they are. I don't have a category or a theme.
Nope.
I don't know anything.
I have a copy on my phone of the Tampa Papers.
Why can't I have anything?
Because if I tell you, I'll tell everybody.
No, I'm great with secrets.
I know, but I'm not. I can't tell one person. If I tell you, I don't even tell you about compound shows until like 2 days after I'm allowed to.
And then even then, he won't give me like a time to be ready by. I'll be coming out of the gym and he'll be like, oh yeah, we have to stream in an hour.
We seem to get rave reviews over there on Compound. They seem to really like us over there. So I don't want to fuck that up. I play by the rules. E-Rock gives me my marching orders. I carry him out. Yes, sir, Mr. E-Rock, sir. 21 Guns reaches out to us. Oh, I love your guys' stuff. Come on our show. Absolutely. Watch 21 Guns on Compound Media. We were on the episode this past Friday.
Absolutely.
Really good.
I should be giving you credit for not saying anything, to be honest. I'm just jealous I don't know anything.
I've got more Compound news.
Really?
Yep.
I
not saying anything.
No, I is here now.
You already know about it.
Oh.
We haven't told them about that one yet.
Oh, I got to work on that one thing.
That's right. More Compound news, and I ain't saying a goddamn word.
I am super caught up on work right now, too. That's good.
Delco Lou says, still think it's a personal invite via contract from the Hulkster to karaoke in Tampa. That could be the Tampa Papers. Could be nothing.
I would die for that.
Joey Antone says, how long till Reverend Bob Levy is a guest host? I would be on with Bob Levy. Absolutely. You got to remember, I never had a problem with Bob. that shit went nuts. Like, boom, at a drop of a hat. I got to meet old hair trigger Levy from the Stern Show that I used to watch as a young man. All right, guys, busy show tonight. Lots of good stuff to do. Lots of fun stuff to get to. Oh, if you don't know, our big Wednesday, the whole premiere of our big Wednesday concept, which was guest hosts coming in.
Yeah.
I do an hour solo at the beginning and an hour solo at the end. Already the first one shit the bed.
Shit the bed.
The first one shit the bed. So we still got Matt next Wednesday.
Yes.
But Oz cannot make it this Wednesday morning.
Nope.
Because unfortunately, for reasons he'd like to keep private, Oz is not allowed to drive at night currently. So when it's dark out, Oz ain't driving. So he's not going to be able to make it on Wednesday.
I do have a few ideas I'd like to rattle around with you later for Wednesday.
Some names? Why don't you throw some of them out here? Perhaps the audience would love to hear that. Someone already says George Zimmerman.
I definitely love a good private conversation first, but
come
fine.
on.
Well, I don't know how you're going to react to anybody.
Let's react live on the air. I'm a radio guy. We love shit like this. I miss radio type shit sometimes.
So I know it's going to be shortened for the guest host because it's going to be like the middle 2 hours, right?
Right.
So I figured even though maybe he wasn't the greatest fit before, maybe Whiskey Pete would be willing to stop by.
I thought about Whiskey Pete.
I like Whiskey Pete. I think he's a nice dude.
All right.
I thought about the mayor of St. Cloud that you know. That guy?
Dave Kleiss?
Yeah. He's an interesting dude sometimes.
He's fucking boring.
He's 2 hours.
He'd be terrible. And he couldn't do a show like this. It's too offensive.
Really?
Yeah. The mayor of St. Cloud.
Too offensive?
The mayor of St. Cloud, Minnesota, who used to be a state senator. Yeah, he can't be associated with this.
Salzer. I think Salzer's a very good conversationalist.
When he pays his last bill.
Derek, I know, works a day job, so I don't think he can make it in.
I like Zen Rhino's idea. Alex Stein would be a good one.
Oh, sure. I'm thinking of people to come in live. You said live.
I'd like to do it live. Alex Stein, I'd make an exception for.
We are not having St. Cloud Superman in this house.
Yeah, Alex Stein, I wouldn't mind doing a Zoom show with him.
Alex Stein would be great. He's always very friendly with us now.
Yes. We'll see. People are saying flat broke Gino. Here's the thing about Gino. I asked him this weekend, and that's when he tapes his Patreon show. So, not going to be able to do that.
We can't taint Ed and Michelle. They're too kind.
Ed and Michelle would not
Get
work on this program.
Otaku in here.
Otaku. See, I would love to have Otaku.
Otaku.
Not Otaku, Otaku.
Okay.
Foul Ball Production says primetime Alex Stein 99. Yeah, I could send that invitation.
You should.
Out to him.
A little couple hour spot. Even if he wanted to come in for an hour.
Alex seems busy as fuck lately. He is all over San Francisco, New York.
He's really busy with his wife and his wife's boyfriend.
Hanging out with the Opster now.
Opie, I guess.
He's hanging out with Opie, so we got all kinds of shit.
He's got the plays.
Alex Stein is up to, yeah. Cream of Green says Mersh, if not Corey. I'd love to do 2 hours with Mersh. Rupert says the Who Are These Podcast dude. Carl could be fun. Yes, that would be a good one. I did today send Carl that what was their name? The podcast that we listened to from today.
Oh, the Junkyard Dogs.
The Junkyard Dogs. I sent Carl the Junkyard Dogs, just kind of like, hey man, you might want to do this one. You know what he asked me? He goes, you want to come on and do it? I went, I would love to talk shit. I did tell him. I didn't want it to look like I was weaseling my way in, so I told him, let me listen to these guys a little more, because we only did like 2 minutes on the show today. We didn't get through much of their actual audio, and then let me timestamp it, do the whole, because you guys can say what you want. If you love Who Are These Podcasts, you have good taste. If you don't like Who Are These Podcasts, that's fine. You can like whatever you want. Carl is fucking thorough. If you want to, I've been on Who Are These Podcasts twice. Mm-hmm. You have to listen to the episode. You have to make timestamps of shit you want to play on the show. You got to send the timestamps to Carl. I mean, he's thorough, man. He does that show is not like, oh, they just turn on a show and they just shit on it. Like, Carl is very well prepped up. He does a very professional show.
I don't know the health that he's in, but your old
Carl?
Station manager could be a cool guest. Gretsch.
Oh, Steve Gretsch. Yeah, he's got MS really bad, too. I don't think he'd make it here.
We got a lot of MS around here.
Everybody I know has fucking MS. It's remarkable. I give people multiple sclerosis. I get it. Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito. I just had another one. E-Rock.
E-Rock would be another great one.
I don't know how busy he is at that hour.
Yeah, we got all kinds of options for people to do the show. Stuttering John in the chat. I'm sure the real one. says, I can talk to the Army major. Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Sure.
Pellegrino?
Yes. Frank Pellegrino. Cardiff.
Corn diff. All the diffs.
I would do a couple of hours with Cardiff Electric.
Cardiff could be pretty fun.
Sure. Absolutely. I feel like Cardiff is one of those guys who would sandbag the shit out of the show on purpose because it would make him laugh. I'd be like, because sometimes we can get serious on our show.
Sure.
So, like, if I'm, like, bringing up Trump and I'm talking to a fucking potato, how do I look? Like, so potato, they arrest the guy for what? He paid a whore? And I don't even like the guy that much, but he pays a fucking whore to not tell anyone that he fucked her. And now all of a sudden he's being, indicted for it.
Oh, well, that does sound like a heck of a predicament he's in.
I don't want the potato. I don't want the potato soiling his brand because he has to talk about news items.
Nobody likes a soiled potato.
Hutch Not Start. You guys are coming up with some fun ideas. Rich from Review Tech, that would be good.
Yes.
You know who we could get in studio is
Nick Rekieta.
Yeah, Rekieta.
Nick Rekieta.
Doing a show with Rekieta would be great. What?
Cardiff is local.
Get Cardiff's ass
Cardiff
down
is
here.
fucking Minnesotan as well.
Can we get the potato to...
Oh my God.
We got options.
Oh,
We got
whoa.
options.
Things just changed over here, folks.
Cyrax? Yeah, we could get Cyrax in here. Absolutely. Like I said, all kinds of options for the show on Wednesdays.
Patrick Welsh
from I'm Not Right? Sure, we got lots of... Okay, so a lot of stuff to get to tonight. I want to talk about this first. So remember last night we were like, God, should we even do a show Tuesday evening since Chrissy's going to be taking all the fucking oxygen out of the comedy side of the internet on YouTube Tuesday night? Because she announced that she had Stuttering John Melendez booked on her show for Tuesday.
Pretty big news.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge news, right? That's massive. Oh, T. Jefferson, I like that idea. Get Virgie. That, not a bad one.
I like how we all said Mersh, but not Royce.
Well, Royce does Daywave. He wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, I thought it started like at the end of ours.
9 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, okay.
Barry Watson says, no offense, but Rekieta wouldn't touch this show. I've talked to Rekieta a couple of times.
I've been on Simcast with Rekieta. He's pretty cool with us.
Rekieta would do this show. So anyway, it's my laziness that hasn't gotten him booked for an interview or anything. So at any rate, Stuttering John is going to do Chrissy Mayer's podcast on YouTube on Tuesday night. Happy for her. Happy for Frank. Man, that is great for those guys. That's a big get. But as a broadcaster, I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm fuming. I'm already seeing the shitty numbers on Rumble, on YouTube for Tuesday night's episode because it's going to go head to head with Chrissy and the return of Stuttering John.
Sure.
As torn as I was, as happy as I was for her, but upset for us stats-wise, I am equally torn today as I read this news. I am heartbroken for Team Mayer. I am grateful that we will have a show that hopefully some people will watch.
Yes.
On Tuesday night. Frank Pellegrino, as Cardiff would say, tweeted today, spoke with Stuttering John today. It appears someone has been having fun with several people at his expense, leveraging potential appearances for money by using a fake email address and pretending to be John.
Ouch.
As far as him appearing on Chrissy's channel, it won't be happening yet.
That is pretty sad.
That sucks.
Because
and then
that's, for all of the people on this platform, that's huge news.
Yeah.
Like the biggest.
And the other thing about that, the other unfortunate thing about that is now Chrissy has to deal with like the people who don't like her.
Yeah.
You know, doing that annoying shit.
Owning
Like,
that, yeah.
You got tricked. You're an idiot. You're dumb.
You got scammed. Like, it's funny to bust her balls, but like people who don't like people on the internet, they do it and they're like, well, that's the end of her. It's like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Right.
Do you not know how this shit works?
They take it a step farther.
You do the announcement, you go, ha ha, I look like a dipshit, move on to the next thing. But the people who don't like her, see, it's over for Chrissy. They always like to use terms like, they jumped the shark, it's all over. Relax. It makes you look silly for about 12 to 24 hours, and then you shake it off, you make fun of yourself, and you do the show.
It'll be fine.
That's it. So, yeah, congratulations to her on getting the interview. And congratulations to us for her losing it. That's
Wow.
That's kind of
Who's
how
the real winner here?
That's kind of how I see it.
Just kidding.
Her loss is Steel Toe's gain.
I wonder if we'll talk about this at all on Sunday.
Well, and you know what else? Shame on the people who got excited about this a little bit too, because you guys gotta let the Stuttering John thing go. There's only two people in this world that people are this fucking jacking off about their return. Stuttering John Melendez and Jesus Christ. Guys, let John go. It was over in November. It was done. Don't look for the next Stuttering John either. Everybody, this guy's Stuttering John. Like, everybody's kind of focused on Chad as like the new Stuttering John. I have to defend both Chad and John on that. They're not. Chad is a whole unique kind of fucked up. He is not fucked up in relation to Stuttering John Melendez. He has serious mental health issues. He belongs nowhere near the public eye. He needs psychological care. That's not Stuttering John. Stuttering John has been a successful broadcaster. Mm-hmm. You can say he sucks. You can say he's a buffoon. He's an oaf. He was made a joke of. All true. But that doesn't mean that the only two things real in this business are the money and the miles. And Stuttering John traveled plenty of miles, and he made some money working with Leno.
I will also say that when you try to force a new Stuttering John, it's not going to hit the same as the last one.
Right.
It won't be the same as the real one.
Remember when they took George McFly in Back to the Future 2 and they hung him upside down and said he had some kind of a back problem, and it's all because Crispin Glover couldn't do it? Yeah. So they had to get a guy doing a shitty Crispin Glover imitation.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you try to find a new Stuttering John. You end up with fake Crispin Glover.
It's not good.
It's not going to be the same. So it's, guys, I promise you, it's a lot easier to move on and do something else other than the Stuttering John thing than it is to keep trying to find a new Stuttering John. I promise you. Samuel becoming a member for his 10th month. Thank you, buddy. And throws a buck.
Thank you.
In. Appreciate. Oh, I just spilled my water. My fault.
Do you need a towel?
Nah, it's fine. MS Willie says, I will cover your Wednesdays. Thank you, buddy. Gary Crouch renewing his membership for a 4th month.
Thank you.
MS Willie with 99 cents. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that a bunch. Sky Pie says, I'm love/hate watching Steel Toe. Let me guess, Sky Pie. I have an idea here. I'm guessing that you started out only hating this show. I was arrogant, I'm an asshole, I'm a loudmouth, all of these things. And then you kept watching and you just kind of caught yourself giggling once in a while. Then you caught yourself laughing at the stupidity over and over. And now the meter is straight up in the air. It's 50-50. It's love-hate. And you're starting to tilt toward love. Don't be ashamed of it, Sky Pie. It happens to, goddammit, 80 to 90% of the people who come into this room and go, oh, I fucking hate you guys.
Lean in.
You're going to lean in and you're going to be a big fan. Sky Pie says, I started out only watching for April. Still that way.
Oh.
Nothing about you, Aaron. That's okay, because she didn't start out thinking I was an arrogant dick.
And I don't even know if she thinks I was any good, but thank you.
Yeah.
You're still watching.
It's good. Got the female demo.
I appreciate you being here.
This Stuttering John guy is keeping up the character, but I'm going to have to move on. He says, thank you, because I acknowledged he had this success in his career. You jumped the shark talking about me, says Stuttering John. D. Gulag says, I like that Aaron is an arrogant asshole. It's his hook. Exactly. This guy gets it. All right, boys. Let's get her down under 200 by the halfway point tonight. 2:30 away from overtime. Streamlabs, PayPal, that's the best way to do it. Super chats, memberships, Rumble rants, all of it counts. Thank you guys very much for your support. So, Alex Stein was out at all the Trump stuff today. And boy, was there a lot of Trump stuff.
I actually missed all of it.
They were on the streets. They were, screaming their stuff about Trump or against Trump or for Trump, the whole deal, just pretty much everything you could expect. So Alex Stein decided to go. He was in town, And Alex decided to go rabble-rousing. He went into Trump Tower. He went by the protests. He yelled at CNN. We'll play that a little bit later. But he did run into a new friend.
I'm so excited to see this.
Alex Stein tweeted this 10-second video out today of him just walking around the streets in New York City. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with this place they call New York City. But it's a big place.
It's huge.
It's got a lot of people in it.
People stacked everywhere.
So the odds that Alex Stein runs into Greg Opie Hughes it's fate. It's destiny.
Was this the real one?
The real Greg Opie Hughes.
Not just a lookalike in a restaurant.
Here we go. Alex Stein runs into the Opster.
I'm a secret Trump supporter, Greg Hughes. Put on your MAGA hat here. Can you see your hat? Okay, let me see. Look. I'm with Greg Hughes in his MAGA hat. Let's go, MAGA.
Okay, Opie was either doing a little mugging for the camera there, or he was not happy about having that Trump hat on his head.
Not thrilled.
But, Opie, if you don't know, not the biggest Donald Trump fan, to say the least. He is not a big fan. So, Alex goes and he finds Opie, and he does a little 10-second thing, and he puts it out there. Well, Opie recorded for a little bit longer. He had Alex for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And they had a little exchange and the whole thing. Here it is. Opie meets primetime Alex Stein at Trump Tower.
Opie.
What's up, bro?
Opie, I'm Alex Stein. I'm the guy who's making you do my show. They want to flip. I'm with Opie. I'm with Opie. Oh my God, I gotta get this.
No, you ain't taking my picture, Alex. People said to stay.
Legendary. I'm with Opie, but Opie, I'm a fan of yours. I'm friends with Anthony too.
That's all right. I don't
That's
care.
what I'm saying. Look, guys, I'm with the legendary Greg Hughes. No, but what I'm saying is,
Tell him to check out my stream.
that's what I'm saying. You should come on my show. I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to be mean.
Wait, bro, are you that tall? Let me.
Yeah, I'm very
No. Look.
You want to say, I'll be nice. Patrice O'Neal's my hero. I go back and listen to old O&As every day. This is your favorite. I just
Weren't you inside?
I was just inside Trump Tower, and then I just got kicked out because I shut down the CNN protest here.
Did you really?
By the way, we've got that one.
Oh, I can't.
We've got Alex screaming at CNN like a lunatic.
He's so cute. He's just sitting here fangirling.
Right, yeah, he's not being mean to anyone. I'm pretty sure you're the meanest he's ever been to somebody.
I find that kind of weird, actually, because that was a legit gripe he had, is he just sat and yelled at me. And I've actually never seen him legitimately yell at somebody else.
Nobody made him angrier than you and I did, apparently. And then everything was cool. We were fine.
Look, I didn't try.
We made him angrier than the trans people at the protest did, for God's sake.
He's having fun.
But, water under the bridge, as they say.
Where's CNN?
CNN. See, now they stopped it, but we were able to walk over there. CNN's about 10 people over. Here, I'll show you.
Wait, how do you know Patrice O'Neal?
Patrice has been dead since Alex was a kid. He doesn't know Patrice O'Neal. He's just
he listens.
He was a big Opie and Anthony fan, as I was. We listened to Patrice O'Neal on the way home. It awoke something in me that I hadn't thought about for a while. We listened to Patrice's take on the Bin Laden death. And I just want to say for the record, I 100% am with Patrice O'Neal. We didn't kill Bin Laden, in my opinion. I don't think we did.
So what do you think happened then?
I think Bin Laden was very sick. He had that kidney disease and he died. And when we didn't need him anymore, we celebrated. We were like, oh, we got him. There's no proof we ever fucking killed the guy.
I do know that part. I've never been sure how to feel about it.
There's no proof that we killed Bin Laden. Like Patrice said, we flushed him down the ocean because we wanted to give him a proper Muslim burial. Fuck that. We've been blowing up Muslims by the hundreds of thousands. And just lighting motherfuckers up. C-130 gunships, B-52s, F-117 Nighthawks, you name it. We've been Hellfire missiles, Tomahawk missiles, Predator drones. We've been wiping Muslims out left and right. We don't bury the arms and the legs and the blood and the guts that we make.
That's not even the point. Like, of all the Muslims to give a proper burial, you're going to give that one?
That one.
The proper burial?
Well, we didn't want to inflame the Muslim world. Yeah, we didn't want them to hate us more.
God forbid.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't think we killed him. In my opinion.
I never felt right about it, but I can't confidently say one way or another how I feel.
Yeah, but then you tack on the last 3 years of what's happened in this country. Now I really don't believe it.
That was such a long time ago.
It was 11. I believe he died in 12. No, he died in Obama's first term. I think he died in like 2010, 2009,
Right.
somewhere along there, around there. Yeah. Like, I don't think we killed him.
It's not something I still think about. Like, I hadn't thought about that at all until you played that clip today.
I listened to the Patrice thing, and I'm like, why? We would all get to see him. It's part of the national healing process that he's dead.
That would be closure. Would have been nice.
I don't think we killed him.
Dude, I
Greg,
know. What you don't realize is you guys have become more viral after O&A.
No
Even though O&A was the
shit.
#1 show,
Yeah.
the internet wasn't the same thing.
Bro, you just paid me $5. Look at
Here we
that.
go. We're pimp on the blip. Guys, get it. We need the super chats. We need the
just
super
paid me.
chat.
Why does Opie always do that? I hate when he changes the subject when someone's got really good advice. Alex is right. It's still hot. It's still juicy. It's still good. And Opie keeps trying to tear it down and belittle it and says he wishes he'd never done it. Alex is trying to give him smart career advice, and Opie just changes it. Oh, I got a $5 super chat.
Or he was trying to give him a really nice compliment and say, hey, you're
Yeah.
hotter now.
This
me
is old,
$5.
and this is old school OP Hughes right here, going around NYC. You guys are getting the real deal, Greg Hughes.
All right, now I might have to do your show.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna.
Anyone want to take bets right now? Is Opie going to do Alex's show?
I would, sure, I'll
I don't-
vote for it.
I don't think he's going to.
I'll be contrarian. I
Opie
say yes.
doesn't do anybody's show. He's so scared that someone's
Alex-
going to say something mean about him.
Alex is a little different, though. That's a big show.
Even if you're not nice, I don't care.
No, but I'm saying
Horse shit. Yes, you do. You dug through my shows and found one thing where I said something that wasn't even not nice.
Okay, are you a pimp
And
on a blimp?
you said, no, of course not. I'm a curmudgeon with a trudgeon. I don't know. I don't have a
I didn't
rhyme.
like it.
I'm a prick on a stick. How's that?
You're a prick on a stick.
There you go. I'm not a pimp on
I'm
a
gonna
blimp.
serve you at the fair.
I'm a cunt with a punt.
You're loaf piggy.
really am a fan. I mean, like, you know, and I know, like, you have a little bit of heat, and I don't know Jim at all. But I'm saying Anthony's always been nice to me, so I'm nice to Anthony.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying is I get beef. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's your deal? Do you really try to like?
I really go and troll people. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the old O&A when you guys would do stunts. Like, I'm a Howard Stern's, you know.
Oh, F.
sycophant.
Howard Stern, right?
But I'm
F.
saying
Howard
I
Stern.
I'm a secret Trump supporter.
And then there's the clip from
You had to
before.
go with F. Howard Stern.
Oh, man.
He's
Alex
getting
tried.
nothing but compliments from Alex. He had to be negative.
Yeah, he tried to give him a little advice and a little something, and Opie just, you made me $5.
I would like to see him on Alex's show, and I hope we get it.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I don't think he's going on there. I don't. Bill says Aaron is a Mac on Smack. All right, there. So we're trying to get the rhymes going.
Clown from Brown.
Clown from Brown, that one works. Gangsta Midnight Wanksta, that doesn't work. Coot in a boot. I don't like any of these. I don't think these
You
are.
are.
I don't think these are good. Runt with a cunt, says Triple N. Yeah, I don't know how marketable. I don't know how much these are going to take off. We'll have to, we'll have to sit
know what?
down.
We'll think
We'll have to
about it.
put them together and put our best foot forward promotionally.
We'll put it to a vote.
Exactly. 666 with Pro Guns. He says an Opie and Anthony one-off would be fucking massive. Of course it would.
Yes.
Of course it would.
I can't, wow. Can you imagine if they could? I know Anthony could do it, but if Opie could just stomach Anthony for like an hour.
Yeah. Just
Oh
do a
my goodness.
do a show together. Toe on a show. I can't. Barry Watson says I can't find anything that rhymes with breast under. Cast asunder. There you go. Wow. Clown with a gown. Opie did Bubba. He will do any show. Oh, I forgot he did Bubba. Yeah, you could. That okay.
I think he'd do ones that are bigger.
He might. Maybe he'll do Alex's show. Look, I'll believe it when I see it.
You're a pig in a poke.
A pig in a poke. Pig in a poke. It's what do you call it? That's
It's the European vacation.
no Slam and Salmon reference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's in both.
Rocky with $20 over there on PayPal. Thank you very much, Rock.
Thank you.
205 away from knocking it out tonight. We're already nearing that 200 threshold that we want to get to by the end of the hour. Also, let's see if we can get to 100 likes by the end of the hour. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, and let's keep those algorithm numbers moving for your favorite, partially hidden show. B. Smiley says, also funny how it's been over 20 years and there's still no video of anything resembling a plane hitting the Pentagon.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Somebody said slut with a gut.
Slut with a gut. Okay. Jew in a canoe, says King of all diffs.
Oh.
I don't know which one to be more offended by. Yeah, people, their hearts aren't even in it. Simp with a gimp, says Loaded Wrench.
How about cock in a sock?
Flamer on a gamer, mass in the ass.
Ew, that's gross.
Aaron is the bigger N. That's not even a rhyme. It doesn't even work.
Oh.
Cock in a smock, fart in a cart. Oh, man. And then Sky Pie says, geez, no wonder y'all are entertained by Aaron.
Man.
Are you calling them all stupid?
Yes, she is.
How fucking dare you? So Alex
No, she's
mentioned
not wrong.
getting kicked out over the CNN thing.
Yeah.
Alex did get kicked out of another place because he was teasing the media people.
Imagine that. Did he call them all big booty hoes?
No, he called them all kid diddlers. No, that would be awesome. Like,
Whoa.
I'm here with CNN. That's Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper, you diddle kids. You diddle kids, Anderson Cooper. You butt finger children. It's just like, whoa, Alex has lost his goddamn mind.
Can you imagine if he trolled the Pope?
Yeah. Hey, Pope Francis. Pope Francis, you really think queers get into heaven? Do you believe that? Because God says they're going to burn in hell. Do you think, have you been diddling any kids? You been hiding any priests to diddle kids? I just want to know. He's getting like thrown out by the guys in the pantaloons, the Swiss Guard. And he's like, I just want to know if Pope's covering up kids getting fucked.
Alex Stein, if you're hearing this, I have your next idea. You're trolling the Pope now.
Yes.
Okay.
You yell.
You're doing it for
you yell-
America's stepmom.
You yell insinuations about kid fucking at the Pope. I think it's gold.
Can you imagine if he brought Don Terrius to the Pope? I swear to God, I would watch it with popcorn and a beer.
My friend Don Terry, Pope, my friend Don Terry's been hanging out in San Francisco. He's got bubonic plague. He needs you to lay hands on him and fix him. You're wondering, it's my wife's boyfriend, Don Terry. He's got the bubonic plague. You would turn away a black man with bubonic plague. He's a poor homeless guy living on the streets. And you can cover up a priest that fucking kids, but you can't cure Don Terry's. He's got the bubons.
The bubons. Did we announce a report here that, by the way, Don Terrius and his Alex's wife are having a child?
We did mention that on this morning's show.
Good.
Yes. So yeah, we could have Alex Stein troll the Pope.
Maybe he could bless their child.
Maybe the Pope could bless their child.
Their non-binary child.
Yeah. Oh, is it non-binary?
Oh, did you not see the gender reveal?
I didn't watch the gender
Are you
reveal.
fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh, they blew smoke out of like a flare gun
Lucky
thingy.
smoke?
It was purple.
That's kind of racist, though.
For non-binary.
So Alex Stein decided to start shouting at CNN. This is the danger of live news coverage, going on location. You know,
Sure.
you run into potential problems.
You never know.
So you guys won't even cover the real truth. You guys are a bunch of liars, a bunch of frauds. You guys are...
He really does just kind of start. Like, there's never Alex Stein coming up to you going, hey, guys, what are you doing? Hey, nice to see you guys here. Nice to see CNN hanging out, doing a little show. Hey, you guys know you're frauds, right? Like, it's not that.
No, how are you?
No.
Oh, you look nice today.
You guys know you're the scum of the earth, right? You're pieces of shit. Hey, guys, these guys don't know they're pieces of shit. You guys are garbage. You guys are okay with kid diddling, and you guys excuse grooming. Like, he should do one of these during their morning show and have Don Lemon go, Alex, I'm hungover. I haven't had coffee yet. Just fucking chill. All right? Don Lemon's gay. It's like, oh, no, it's Kevin Brennan, Alex Stein.
Oh, no. Don Lemon doesn't do clubs.
Hey, everybody, come over here. Don Lemon's okay with grooming, and Don Lemon's gay, and he doesn't do clubs. Alex, you've been watching
Don
too
Lemon
much
doesn't
MLC.
sell tickets.
Yes. Hey, everybody, Don Lemon doesn't sell any tickets. And he's gay. He's just like Gino. It's like, Alex, you've got to turn off MLC once in a while, buddy.
Look at his hair. He's so fucking... He's just lovable.
He's kind of got a little Ace Ventura 2 thing going on.
I know. It's like a cowlick turned into a horn.
Hey, guys, Jeffrey Tubin. Hey, nobody messes with the do.
Real scum of the earth. Yeah, Hunter Biden's a crackhead. CNN, MSNBC, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden do illegal business deals in the Ukraine. Talk about that. Hunter Biden's a crackhead.
He is more funny than half the stand-ups.
Yes.
I know.
Oh, this is great shit.
Just the balls on this
And
guy,
remember,
though. I'd be so nervous.
The whole problem and this is a personality shortcoming of mine. I will admit it, that I can't get out of my own fucking way. I understand. But I have to reiterate, the problem Alex had with me and this show was that we said he's bigger than that piddly-ass city council shit. It's played out. They know who he is. They wait for him to be done, and then they go, all right, get the fuck out of here. He's got to move on to bigger and better things. And what did I say his best stuff was?
The man on the street.
Man on the street.
Yep.
And this stuff is fucking primo. Mwah. Nobody can do it like this.
Prime.
The balls you have to walk into a gaggle of trans people during a protest and go, kids can't consent. Kids can't consent. Now, that's a normal thing for you and I to hear. But for them, that's like rain on a witch. Or to go to CNN and start shouting Hunter Biden's a crackhead. And by the way, when a guy like Alex Stein does it, I hope that people watch it and they realize that they can't do anything to you. They can escort you off the premises, but like you can't get arrested. This isn't illegal what he's doing.
Nope.
And that more people do it. I hope that Alex Stein's behavior breeds little Alex babies. And that CNN can't go outside their studios without someone going, Hunter Biden's a crackhead.
I think there's a lot of people willing to say this shit. They just can't get the balls to go out and yell it. I think if we could just get some confidence here.
Hunter Biden's a crackhead. The news will not cover that. Hunter Biden smoked crack. You guys, you can smoke all the crack you want. It's ABC News. Fake news. Oh, are you part of the fake news too? Yeah, Hunter Biden's a crackhead.
I was just going to say, have you told her? Have you informed her that Hunter's a crackhead? Maybe she doesn't know.
Maybe say it one more time, just a little more shrill.
Alex, for the people in the back, one more time.
Yeah, Hunter Biden's a crackhead, guys. Y'all know Hunter Biden smokes crack. Look at y'all don't want to say, what about the laptop? Remember y'all said that laptop was fake? Remember the laptop's real? Remember?
Just because he's screaming like a psychopath don't make it not true.
He's so fun.
That laptop's real, guys. Y'all try to hide the laptop's real. So, guys, I'm saying this is a fake news media right here. All they do is lie. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Why don't y'all talk about some real news? The sex trafficking problem. Y'all don't talk about real news. You guys are all liars. You can't shut down the people. You can't shut down Primetime 99. I'm Alex Stein. I'm a real pimp on a blimp. Unlike these liars. These people are disgusting. They won't ever talk about Hunter Biden. They don't ever talk about the business deals in Ukraine. But they want to sit here and talk about a misdemeanor bullcrap deal. Talk about the truth. Talk about the truth.
Alex, quick piece of advice. I know you're a minute 26 into the video, but these people have been busy getting their show together. Perhaps, Alex, they don't know that Hunter Biden smokes crack. Perhaps if someone would remind them loudly and aggressively, perhaps they would discuss the matter.
Continue.
You don't talk about the truth. You're all liars. You're pathetic. You cover. You guys cover for a corrupt government. Out here trying to do fake news, not in front of me. No fake news in front of Primetime Alex Stein. Not today. No fake news of me. Not when 99 Alex Stein's in town.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised they're letting him do this as long as they are. They're really letting him go.
I agree. But how bad would it look if they had him like arrested or escorted out of here? Like that doesn't look good on them either.
Can't have a guy shouting Hunter Biden's a crackhead during your live shoot. Especially if you're Hunter Biden's propaganda arm.
I know.
Fake news of me. Not when 99 Alex Stein's in town. When I come from Texas, the fake news stops. I'm not going to let it happen on my watch. You guys report on what's really happening. The sex trafficking, the fentanyl crisis. Talk about any Bill Clinton's getting blowjobs in the Oval Office.
I've said that before. Dude got blowjobs in the Oval Office and nobody wants to arrest him.
Nor should they.
Nor should they. I agree. This shouldn't be happening.
Don't arrest Bill Clinton. Don't arrest Donald Trump. Don't arrest,
let the dicks get sucked. All the time.
The dicks get sucked. Every ruler throughout the history of the world has been allowed to have his dick sucked with impunity.
And that's how it should be.
And that's how it should be.
You earned it. Damn it.
You don't want to talk about that? Hunter Biden seen with Ukrainian prostitutes. You don't want to talk about that? It's funny. If y'all investigate, why don't y'all investigate Jeffrey Epstein? Why don't you investigate who is sex trafficking?
This guy's fucked. This guy's flustered. He can't even talk right.
He's probably laughing over there.
Too. You guys don't do that. Y'all are fake. Y'all are the fake news media liars. Who did Jeffrey Epstein sex traffic people to?
It's a good
Bill
question.
Clinton on there 26 times? I don't understand. I'm not allowed to stand out here. I love how it's.
I love the cops go and tell him to move along. He's like, what? I don't understand. What am I doing?
And then he's got the cops in his video, too.
Right.
Look at this shit.
And I love that, too. I love Alex's response. Like, you're out there screaming.
What?
You're screaming for
can't
two and a
stand
half minutes straight, and then the cops show up and go, you got to move along. He's like, I do not understand, officer. What am I doing wrong?
Why are you not speaking English right now?
Officer, I don't understand what all the commotion is about. I'm just sitting here trying to correct the record. It's all I'm doing. And I got to be honest, boys. I support the cops and everything, but you're being a dick.
I'm an innocent here.
Yes. If anything, I'm the victim. They wouldn't even talk about Hunter Biden smoking crack, and I tried to inform them loudly.
They won't even look at me.
If they would have listened, officer, none of this shouting would have been necessary.
One guy,
Just walk.
I'm just saying, I'm the one guy you're bugging
You're
right
the
now.
one person not walking. That's right.
Okay, I'm walking.
You're the one person.
You guys are fake news media liars. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm happy you guys stopped your production. You guys are pathetic. Talk about some real news.
I do have a question for him, and I only want to hear the answer from him someday. I wonder how you come down from doing one of these things, because your adrenaline's got to be fucking flowing.
I hope it's drinking.
I don't know. I have no idea, because I'm sitting here. I'm like, does he get amped up on something before he goes and does this shit? Because it's got to be nerve-wracking.
I hope he.
But I don't think so. I think he just actually is confident in what he's doing.
And he enjoys it.
And
I think
he enjoys
likes
it.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how you come down from such a rush. Like, how do you just walk away and like, oh.
I think it's really just a case of a guy doing the things he loves, screaming at CNN.
I mean, good for him. He asked some very good questions.
Would you like to hear the CNN feed, like what was broadcast out on television while Alex was shouting this?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
That politics is at play here. That is something he's going to continue to hammer away at.
All right, Jeff and David, stand by. We're going to send it back over to NFL in Washington. We are waiting any moment now for Trump to arrive here in New York. He'll be arriving to Trump Tower right behind us. That's where he'll spend his last evening before he ends up reign tomorrow.
You can hear.
Look at her face.
You can hear him shouting in the
Like,
background.
you fucking guy.
Oh man! And then there's the Opie one. Okay, they love him.
But people fucking love him.
Then he went up into Trump Tower.
Yo, it's Primetime 99. We're in Trump Tower. Just want to say, free my boy Trump. We got your back, Trump. We love you. We're here at Trump Tower. We're here to free you, Donnie. Free my boy Donnie. We got your back. We got your back no matter what.
In fairness, Alex, I'm sure he is in a lovely, lovely penthouse right now. I'm sure he's got no expense spared, no luxury spared.
I mean, still some bullshit.
He's got an uncomfortable court date in the morning. But see, that's what people forget. Everyone thinks it's this fucking perp walk that we're coming for. It's a misdemeanor. It's like when you have to go to jail, It's like when you have to go to court to fight a speeding ticket.
They covered that on the news last week, too. They're like, he will not be in handcuffs. There will be no perp walk. Like, they basically said that.
This is like when you get pulled over, you get handed something by the police officer, and they go, you got to show up in 6 weeks to a court date. And then you show up under your own recognizance. You walk out the same way.
You've been served.
Right, exactly. It's just so overblown and stupid.
Donnie, we love you. Okay, I can't decide, so should I get the blue hat or should I get the red hat?
I say red all day, all day.
Red?
All day.
They won't let me on the airplane. I like the blue. What am I gonna do? Trump gives Trump life. We are here at Trump Tower trying to support the president who does not deserve to get politically prosecuted. It's ridiculous, guys. This is a political prosecution. I'm standing with my boy Donald Trump today. He does not deserve to get indicted. We're gonna beat them charges. And if not, I'll bail you out of jail in the meantime, Donnie.
And then he's just walking around the streets of New York, yelling at the news, and telling them Hunter Biden smokes crack.
I don't know how you don't like the guy, even if you don't agree with him.
This is a hell of a day for Alex. That's for sure. Damn, Aaron looking like he has a triple-digit IQ, says King of All Diffs.
Oh, no.
That's good, April.
Oh, yeah. That is good.
140 and higher is genius.
Yeah.
So
What if it was just 100? 100.
it's then it's
Yeah,
like,
what if it is just 100?
if you keep it 100 for IQ, that's like,
Boy, I made it.
that's like Forrest Gump trying to get in that school. Your son is right here. Surely there's something can be done.
Yo, mama sure scared about your school.
Hey.
Is 100 average? I feel like you have to be above that.
Average is like
You're all stupid then, right?
I took one IQ test and it was like 137, and it was one of those things where I'm like, you know what? No, I'll stop there. I'm good. I'm like 3 away from genius. So like you can say like I'm not going to take another one and get a lower score because that'll just bum me out. And if you take another score and let's say you score like a 145 and you're like, then you sound like a douche. You're like, oh, I'm tested out at genius level. But if 137, that's almost like a humble brag kind of thing. You're like, my IQ is solid, but I ain't no genius.
I think I took one in college and it was like 126.
Respectable.
So I'm not where you are.
Respectable.
But grew up on a farm.
Not a big brained intellect like myself.
Of course not.
We're going to do a little bit later. We're going to do a Who Wore It Better, my facial hair or Vince McMahon's. I don't know if you saw Vince's new mustache.
I did not.
He's got a little Gomez Adams going on.
Really?
Old Vince, yeah.
I don't hate a mustache. I really don't.
He decided in his 70s he was going to go with facial hair. So I decided in my mid-30s. He decided in his 70s. The point is, kids, it's never too late.
That happened in Mad Men, too. Like, at the very end of the show, everyone shows up with a goddamn mustache.
They all wanted mustaches.
Whether or not it looked good.
They were going into the 70s. You had to. 2:05 away from tonight's goal. If you want to help us knock that down and do a half hour of overtime this evening, that would be wonderful. While you're at it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel, whether it's Rumble or YouTube. Al-Qaeda. Oh, sorry about that. Al-Qaeda with $5 over on Rumble. Thank you very much, buddy. He says boobons. Yes, I did. I dropped boobons today.
Thank you, Al-Qaeda.
Thank you, Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda, excuse me.
Al-Qaeda, thank you. Even 200 away from knocking out tonight's goal. We appreciate it. Al-Qaeda. Speaking of Vince, speaking of wrestling, terrible news. If you were an 80s and 90s wrestling fan, one of the Bushwhackers died. Bushwhacker Butch.
I can't say I knew him.
Oh, man, the Bushwhackers were awesome. They had the greatest entrance of all time.
Whacking bushes?
No, have you ever seen the Bushwhackers entrance?
Of course not.
Oh, they fucking ruled. The Bushwhackers were great. Here, let's, Bushwhacker Butch died. He had to be, let's see, probably in his 60s. He probably did okay for a pro wrestler in terms of how long he lived.
I still feel like 60s is young as hell.
Not for wrestlers. That's like ancient. Bushwhackers entrance.
I feel like we shouldn't be wrestlers. If we're only living till 60.
Cool. So they would have like the really good tag team come out through the aisle and everything.
Sure.
And then the shitty local jobber guys would just be waiting in the ring, and it's like, oh, you guys, it's like Michael Caine in that Austin Powers movie. Oh, you haven't even got a name tag. You've got no chance. Why don't you just lie down? Butch.
Did you ever walk like a bushwhacker?
Oh, fucks yeah. Are you kidding? Probably 2 days ago.
Will you wear that for Halloween this year?
You bushwhacker in honor of Bushwhacker Butch?
I need that tank top on you.
Hell yeah. In honor of Butch, I will go as a bushwhacker. So yeah, he lost, or we lost him. The other one I think is still kicking. I think Luke is still out there.
Rest in bushes, guys.
Yes, but you know, I mean, look. If you, Triple N says this was such a good gimmick back in the day. Yeah, they were from New Zealand.
Okay.
They were the Bushwhackers in WWE, but everywhere else they were like the sheep herders or something.
So they changed their name? I don't like that. I feel like you have to be the same guy everywhere.
What was the Bushwhackers?
I'm not about that like two identity like life. I don't like that. Be the same person.
Yeah, they were the sheep herders. Well, you couldn't, because if you were in the NWA owned the gimmick the sheep herders, and the WWF didn't want to just bring in. So, like, Vince didn't want to bring in an NWA guy and just have them use their gimmick, because then it looks like Vince needs to recycle other people's gimmicks. So Vince liked to own the gimmick and give it a new thing.
The sheep herder sounds gay, though.
Sounds like you're fucking your sheep.
I don't like that. Do they walk in with their staffs and shit, too?
So, well, no, instead, they're the bushwhackers.
But they were the sheep herders at one point. What did they do?
herded sheep as they went to the ring? They dressed like Little Bo Peep? No.
I would actually really dig that if they came in with like a flock of sheep in front of them.
They had a 36-year career in pro wrestling.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. So you got the Bushwhackers. Butch is gone. Luke still with us, but why did we delete Amanda Hugginkiss's comment? Coco Beware still alive.
It might have been an accident.
Belusier, why did you feel that needed to go?
It's probably an accident.
I don't go for any fucking Coco Beware comments on the Steel Toe page.
Oh, see,
Says
cocoa could be
Belusier.
translated to like cocoa butter, and then, that's just a slippery road.
I understand.
That's our tap out bell.
There you go.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Rupert with $4.99 says more like Bush destroyers, if you know what I mean. Hey, your lips to God's ears, buddy. $1.95 away from overtime tonight. Let's keep her going. Thank you guys very, very
Thank
much.
you.
I will not. Let me go on record as saying I will not tolerate any deletion of a Coco Beware reference on this fine
Who is that
program.
person? Do you want to show me?
Oh, you've never seen Coco Beware?
I don't care about wrestling. I care about it on the level of like it makes you happy. and that
Coco
makes me
Beware
happy.
had his pet parrot Frankie that he used to bring to the ring with him.
How do
Hell
you smack
yeah.
around a parrot?
Oh no, you just watch the match with Coco Beware. Yeah,
You just watched it?
yeah.
No, you got to get involved, I think.
Frankie. Yeah, here
This
you go.
guy had a parrot?
Yeah.
No.
Here comes Coco Beware.
Everybody get your hands together. Come on, y'all. Y'all, come on.
Oh, there's
y'all.
Frankie.
Yeah. Come on, everybody. Get up off your feet. Put your hands together and do the bird with me.
Do you have any idea how much fun that must have been to go to live, like pro wrestling back then when they just were
I'm
goofy
sure.
as shit?
All of it seems gay, though.
It's like a circus.
Come on, everybody. Yeah. Everybody get up. Everybody get down. You better shut your stuff because the Birdman's in town.
Good.
All right.
Bird, bird,
Y'all,
bird.
get on up, y'all.
Bird, bird, bird.
Y'all, come on now.
Look at how tight his shit is.
That's fucking
You guys,
That's Coco Beware,
you
homie.
got your business out in the street.
That's some early 90s WWF shit right there.
Hashtag not my Frankie.
Wow, really?
No.
Coco Beware, that's the only Frankie.
Nope. Now,
Yeah.
how fucking dare you? We will never get to talk to the real Frankie now.
Triple N says crowds love dancing birds. King of all diffs, for Christ's sake, man. Try to be a little subtlety.
Seriously, though,
King of
no.
all diffs.
His outfit was not subtle, therefore he doesn't have to be subtle.
Bill Fenner says April is looking at this like, huh? Why do men like this?
I do agree with that. Like, every bit of wrestling, I get why people in general watch it. I don't get why men are into it. It seems rather gay at all times.
Because we all grew up. We grew up with it.
Fuck all of the positions you all find yourselves in that ring. Look at the clothes. Oh my God, the clothes.
You mean the smuggling nuts trunks that they wear?
I just saw that whole guy's bitten like Beans and Frank. The whole thing was out.
How did you get the beans above the Franks? Triple N says, love me a minstrel show. Yeah, that was a little...
Yes.
Like, would it have been that out of place if he would have went, the sun shines bright in my old Kentucky home? Any chance I have to sing that song?
You guys can't imagine the amount of times I've heard him sing that.
Women hate a man's inner boy. They do. They don't like that men liked wrestling at one point.
If you would back this up 5 minutes ago, I said, I'm not into wrestling. The most I'm into it is I like that it makes you happy. I get your inner boy side, and I like seeing you happy. That's as much as I can get into this.
April actually only likes this clip for wrestling.
Oh, God. I've seen this 300
It's the
times.
brotherhood. It's non-stop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
How awesome is it that he called Hulk Hogan that?
Look at how big those guys are.
Oh my God.
Could they see that?
I bet you Hulk didn't like watch the monitors and all that shit. I'm sure somebody came barging into the door and went, like Macho Man was like, yo, Hulk, yeah, you gotta see what Booker T said about you. Yeah. It's like, he called me a what? The fuck? Aaron, show April the Val Venus dance. Yeah, I've never seen Val Venus.
Did they see how big these people were? Those are some big
Harlem
boys.
Heat were some big boys.
Those are some fucking beefcakes, man. That's not real. That's like you had a port in them and you fucking pumped them up.
Here you go, April.
Hello, ladies.
His gimmick was...
Wait, pause this. Quick. Am I supposed to like this? Going into it, I want to know if I'm going to like
this guy's gimmick
this.
was that he was a porn star
Wow.
named Val Venus.
Don't get it because it's close to penis.
Yeah, exactly.
You know something for the next couple
Real
of
highbrow.
days? This leg will be known as Christmas, and this leg will be known as New Year's. So, ladies, why don't y'all come visit the Big Valboski between the holidays?
Do you get it?
No, why don't you explain
He
it?
wants them to suck his dick.
Don't hit play yet. There's fucking kids here.
Oh, dude.
There's kids here.
Dude, this was during the Attitude Era. I was in middle school. We loved this shit. We went to school the next day going, hello, ladies.
No wonder you all had teen pregnancies.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. We were calling ourselves the Big Valboski.
Oh, God. Honestly,
Shit, yeah.
that would have not turned me
Wearing
on.
Goldberg t-shirts and shit.
T-shirts are fine. T-shirts are always fine.
Not to a buddy of mine. I wore a wrestling shirt to school one day, and I also had a crush on a girl, and my friend told me, dude, she's not going to dig you if you wear wrestling shirts. And then I never wore wrestling shirts to school again because I was so ashamed.
All you wear is wrestling shirts now.
Now, yeah, it's a form of rebellion.
I actually really like your shirts. I just don't like wrestling.
Oh, there you go. So there's Val Venus. Now you get to know him, too.
That wasn't a dance. I want to see a dance.
Do you know about The Godfather?
No, Aaron.
The Godfather...
I mostly know about Hulk Hogan, and that is about it.
The Godfather had the hose. Tell me if this gimmick would fly today.
Still say wait till Triple H finds out. Uh-oh! All right, JR! Now you get a bucket! Yes! Challenger for the hardcore title and his...
That's The Godfather.
Are we sure that's not Kid Rock?
No, that's The Godfather, and he brought a bunch of hoes with him.
How much do you think the hoes get paid?
A lot of them were like indie wrestlers. Like they would get their start as
really?
hoes. Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies, The Godfather! Woo-hoo!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Wrestling Federation Hardcore
Train.
Championship.
Yeah, he wanted everyone to get aboard the Ho train.
God, I mean, just the sexiest of men, the straightest. I feel like this is like overcompensating.
You think so?
A little bit.
You should have saw his gimmick before this.
You're not selling me on being straight
here. This is the same guy.
I don't even care that they're gay. I just wish they'd admit it.
This is the same dude. This is the Godfather.
Big
Nope.
monster.
That's
of a
Papa
man.
Shango.
Very, very impressive when he burst upon the scene here in the WWF. However, never has he been any more impressive since these...
That same guy who was casting spells on people in 92, by 98, he'd be hoe running. He'd be a pimp.
How do you make that transition? What's the segue?
Yeah, you just go,
From witchcraft to hoes.
The fucking voodoo shaman gimmick ain't working anymore, brother. We're gonna make you a pimp now. If that's all right.
Look, like I said, I don't have a problem with them being gay. I just wish they'd admit it. I wish you'd all admit it. That's it.
Rex Dart parody account with $2 says, check out Akeem the African Dream. Yeah, there was a white guy that they made be an African, like, super, like, dashiki wearing dude. They took this guy, one-man gang, and they made him African.
Wow. What is Logan Paul's gimmick? Because he's in it. He was in WrestleMania.
He's just Logan Paul.
He
That's his gimmick.
doesn't have a thing.
Nah, he's just Logan Paul trying to prove himself. That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Definitely the most racist intro of all time.
What is the
Here, Kamala entrance, WWE. Yeah, this was... we should look for. He's just a big, dumb African monster.
And then look at this person. Who's that? You guys.
Who was the one who was like all docile, and then when the bell rang, he went all ape shit retard on people?
There's just a balls and wiener.
There was a guy
swinging around in a cheetah skirt.
There was a guy named Festus.
We're missing this.
Festus was like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. And he would just come down to the ring and he'd look like this. And then the bell would ring and he'd go, ah! And he'd just go ape shit on the dude.
Oh, but you know what? People freaked out that Lizzo used the word spaz in a song once.
Oh, no. Festus was...
Apparently nobody cares to look at this shit. I can't watch this guy.
Oh.
No, this looks pretty bad.
Yeah, when the bell rang, Festus would fuck people up. And now he's like, he became one of the biggest tag team guys in history. Hold on.
These guys all pretend to be sexy, but you're not into me. You're not into ladies. That's not a lady lover right there. That's a dude.
You don't think that's a guy who fucks? You don't think Festus
I'm talking
fucks?
about the last guy who's pretending to be all hot and sexual and stuff and slicking his hair back. That guy doesn't fuck bitches.
Oh.
Radical diaper. You got to assume half with Jessica.
Okay, ready? So now Festus...
These two young men up.
Festus is all tarded.
Bubble wrap? Oh, not the dirt.
Now what?
Hold on.
Put him in the bubble wrap.
Watch, they're going to ring the bell.
Uh-oh. There's that Marjorie metamorphosis. And the bell rings. Big old Festus comes alive. Give me Docstrap.
You see, April, he has a condition that when the bell rings, he has all kinds of tardo strength.
I want you to look back at his face and tell me he does not look like Fat Cashin.
A little bit.
He looks just like our buddy.
Yeah, that was Festus. He was special.
Was he the bestest?
Festus was the bestest. All right. I didn't mean to go that long into showing April different wrestling characters.
Nope.
Because
insisting upon yourself.
we had to. I had to show April Vince McMahon mustache. Vince decided to become a mustachioed gentleman, just as he's getting about $4 billion from Endeavor Sports.
Well, you have to have enough to afford the upkeep.
Yeah, the company that owns UFC has officially bought WWE. They own it. It's theirs. Well, I'm sorry. They're merging with WWE. WWE's shareholders still own 49% of the company. Mm-hmm. Endeavor owns 51%. Vince is still going to be the executive vice president of the new company. So and still be very much involved with WWE. But if you're going to be a business genius, you got to dress like a business genius.
Sure.
And now we get Mustache Vince.
Oh my God.
Push you towards this day faster than you thought you'd ever be here?
No, it didn't really. In and of itself, no. But it's great that we can combine all of this news together at the same time.
You know, I was talking to him when we didn't go public the first time. He and I.
He's got like a weird Walt Disney look going on now.
Thank you. I was actually thinking Walt Disney. He doesn't even look like himself to me.
Yeah, this is Vince's Walt Disney phase now.
Right.
I started talking about we should be combined, right? I've been in business with him actually for 23 years, seeing what he's done. Like I was in business with UFC for a long, long time. And so I always thought about this combination, especially with the Endeavor flywheel, that we could add on to it and what that could become. And putting it into a new company as a pure play, there's nothing like it out there. And then I also think it shines, he gets value, which I don't think is captured.
When you're worth like $1 billion or $2 billion like Vince is, and this is all boring business shit. I just wanted to show you Mustache Vince. When you're worth as much money as he is, does like the idea of $2 or $3 billion get your dick hard anymore?
I think so. It's billion. If it was million, probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. Like just, or is it just numbers?
I think billions still. That'd move your dick a little bit.
You think Vince is maybe still on the juice?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he still looks pretty big for how old is he? 70?
You think Vince is still on the roids? I believe he's 71. Vince McMahon age. Oh, he's 77. Holy shit.
A tiny bit on the juice. Maybe.
Wow.
That's a pretty good looking 77-year-old though.
By the way, it doesn't look anything like hair dye.
Do you understand the hair dye comments now?
He darkened the fuck out of that shit. Oh my God. It looks like Vince spilled it on his head.
He's got extra billions. He's got to impress the bitches.
Absolutely. So yes, Vince is selling half of his company to Endeavor. Sounds like it's going to be a pretty good deal for everybody. But 195 away from tonight's goal. If you guys want to contribute, we got about 40 minutes until we rattle the cans, play the music, fire up the train, and get all happy go beggy on you. Your favorite e-beggars looking to knock out their nightly goal, 195 away. If you feel like contributing, the PayPal and Streamlabs links are in the chat. Also, super chats and new memberships count as well. Thank you, guys. Beluzier says, when do I get my OG fan sweatshirt? As he renews his membership for a 10th month. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
This next story comes to us simply because I thought April would love it.
Okay.
Also, Bane Koof with $5 says, get Adonis Paul for your special. Write down Adonis's name. I can't believe I forgot that. And write down Virgie as well. I'd like to see if Virgie would like to do a steel toe show.
You better start reaching out
Wednesday.
to these people.
I know.
You got Wednesday is, God, that's not even 48 hours from now.
I know. I got to reach out to some people, see if I can figure something out. 190 away from knocking it out tonight. Thank you very, very much to Bane Koof over on Rumble.
Thank you
for contributing. If you're on YouTube, Rumble, whatever it is, hit the like button, hit subscribe, support our show. We appreciate it. This next story I got just for you. I figured maybe sometimes you miss home. You know, you miss the farm.
I do.
You miss the animals and all that stuff. So I found you a story that could only happen in a town like the one you grew up in. In fact, this might not even be a new story to you.
Okay.
This might be something that you have personal experience with.
I'm ready.
Let's hit play.
The owner of a bull in Farmington could face charges for this after a close call with a jogger on Friday. Police say that the woman was jogging on Whistle Stop Trail, and that's when this bull started charging at her. The animal actually ended up getting her off the ground by its horns. She did manage to escape. She took off into the woods, thankfully not seriously hurt. Police say that the bull was later secured by its owner, but now the district attorney's office in Franklin County is reviewing the incident.
Yeah, they'll charge you for that shit. You get an animal like that out in public, you're going to probably be held accountable for that.
Imagine when Rick Ross loses his bison.
Well, Rick Ross says if his bison wander onto your property, just give him a carrot.
They're docile.
Yeah, he
They're
says
like big dogs.
You give Rick Ross's bison carrots and he'll be fine.
Well, okay, so I know you said this might be similar. I've never had an actual bull like charge anybody per se, but there were plenty of instances when the neighbor's cows got out and we had to help wrangle them up a little bit, lest they be on the road.
Of course you had to help the neighbors wrangle
They're
their cows.
right there.
Did you have to get on your horse with a rope? And
No, it wasn't anything like that.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Sometimes the neighbor's dairy cattle would get out, or I had a friend whose horses got out sometimes.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know why I'm on the show.
Dun, dun, dun. It's because his calf was with him. That's why he was so aggressive.
It looks like a pig from behind.
I know. You've got an ugly kid, bull. Have you ever seen like bison fuck people up at like Yellowstone and shit, though?
Thank you for saying up.
Yeah. You ever seen a bison fuck a guy? It's bananas. Bison.
A lot of blood. A lot of blood.
Yellowstone attack. Like there's one where a bison launched a little girl like 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah, we've watched this on
the 9-year-old.
A pretty scary incident at Yellowstone National Park was caught on camera. A young girl now recovering after being attacked by a bison. Eva Pilgrim here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, guys. This little girl and her family were doing what so many families do during the summer, visiting Yellowstone National Park. They were part of a bigger group that had been standing.
Oh, fuck.
I don't feel bad for you. I don't know what to say. At least she didn't die, but I don't feel bad for her. I never did.
Near that bison for some 20 minutes with no issue, when out of nowhere, the bison came running.
You came into his home.
I think once you get like 2 minutes with the bison and nothing's happened, you're like, you know what? This is good. I'm going to take my chips and go to the cashier.
Yes, that is what I'd say too. That's like when you're up on the fucking slot machine, you've doubled up. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You're good.
There's no better thing that's going to happen.
Like this isn't like a bison on a farm somewhere. He's not going to let you just sit there and stroke his muzzle.
She looks like a doll.
He did. He ragdolled her.
Yeah.
Terrifying moments for a group visiting Yellowstone National Park. A bison just feet away, charging its target, a 9-year-old little girl. The 9-year-old from Odessa, Florida, was part of a group of about 50 people who were visiting the Old Faithful Geyser area Monday afternoon. You can see in this video the group walking on a nearby road. The bison only 5 to 10 feet away. All of a sudden, you see it move, running toward the group.
I love how everybody abandons the little girl like it's that fight or flight impulse. Nobody thinks to get between the bison and the little girl. Everyone's like, yep, every man for himself. Fuck off. Bye.
I agree with that stance. Unless it's my kid. Like if it's
tossing
not my kid,
the little girl into the air.
People don't understand when they go to these wildlife parks that this is wildlife. This is not domestic life.
Right.
The 9-year-old was treated at the Old Faithful Clinic and released. She is recovering this morning.
That little girl is very, very lucky.
Millions of people come to Yellowstone every year to visit with nature and see the park's famous
Holy
wildlife.
shit.
I've
But
been
some
here, yeah.
get too close. Last June, this man got out of his car and began taunting a bison along the road. Remarkably, the bison lost interest and the man escaped.
Jesus, what a
Sadly,
dip.
Look at
that's
him,
not
though.
always the case.
That is a magnificent
59-year-old
beast.
woman from California was among a crowd that got too close at Yellowstone and was gored by a bison.
Right in the ass. The bison got her right in her old ass.
Look at their faces just staring at those pants. Oh,
It happened so fast, but it seemed like it took forever. It was the most frightening experience I have been
He
through
horned her
in
right
my
in the
life
anus.
today.
Well, she's wearing red pants like
And
a
Yellowstone
fucking
officials reminding people the
plague.
wildlife in the park are in fact wild. They encourage people to give the animals some space, at least 25 yards for all large animals. That includes bison, and 100 yards from bears and wolves.
Seems like
I'd
advice
give
they
more than
shouldn't
that.
have to give, but
Right.
Yeah. How long ago is it? How old is this little girl now? 3 years. Oh, this is only 3 years ago?
I just don't understand. Like, maybe that's why farm people are superior in some ways. Like, we grew up with actual big livestock and we give the damn animals respect, and that's a domestic animal, okay? If I'm out in the wilderness and I've been to Yellowstone, I've been to Glacier a couple times, and you see big fucking animals like that, you don't go near them. Just fucking leave them alone. Take your picture.
Ah, but they're so pretty. Just want to take a
That's
picture
not
of
a
them.
domestic bison.
You're no fun.
They are majestic creatures, and you leave them the fuck alone.
Mr. Monkeypox says if she was younger, she could be the first to get... Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's funny.
Derek Chauvinist says the bison's name is Al Gore's little girls. That's... April was raised by bison, says
Yes,
Shaft
I
23.
wrote on the backs of them, on their humps.
Pink sock in the red pants, says Sean Myers. Yeah, what a dipshit. You go to where
Right,
bulls
yeah.
are and you wear red pants.
That was my take. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't wear the red pants. Like, if you're a walking liability. the way
Yeah, I'm
you
not
are
going
right
to see
now,
bison in this.
I'd blend right in.
I got my going to meeting bison clothes, and it ain't my red shirt. It's my yellow Hulkamania shirt.
I just wear my pasties. They like them.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got, what are we looking at? 190 away from knocking her out today. $190 away from nailing tonight's goal. There's the PayPal and Streamlabs link in the chat. Otherwise, Super Chats and memberships count as well. 30 minutes. We are a half hour away from rattling the cans and doing our e-begging best to make sure we can get down to zero and do a half hour of overtime for you today. If you feel like becoming a Steel Toe VIP, it's pretty easy. $250 in a 1 week period gets you all three of our t-shirts, our Steel Toe hoodies, which Carl was recently modeling one on a recent episode of Who Are These Podcasts.
Thank you,
They're
Carl.
incredibly comfortable, great hoodies. You get 2 of the 5.5-inch vinyl stickers. You also get 2 tickets to every live event we do, free item of new merchandise whenever they come out. And you also get entered in a $100 drawing every month. We take one VIP and we throw them $100 just as a nice way of saying thank you to our most financially supportive fans. That is the Steel Toe VIP program. $250 in a 1 week period gets you all of that. All right, continuing on here. Oh, the little hockey douchebag who threw the wheelchair down the stairs at the bar.
His name is Carson.
His name is Carson Breer. He's the son of the Ottawa Senators acting general manager. And he's also no longer a member of the Mercyhurst University men's ice hockey team. The program just gave him a boot less than a month after he was seen on video shoving a woman's wheelchair down a flight of stairs at a local bar. The school announced the move in a statement on Monday afternoon, saying the 23-year-old had been removed from the team. It's the second time. It's the second time in his college career that he's been kicked off an ice hockey roster.
Really?
He was previously dismissed from Arizona State's team in 2021 after the program said he violated rules. So he's just a little shitbag.
How disappointed is your father?
Breer had initially been suspended from the Mercyhurst squad just days after the after the March 11th incident, with the school saying at the time it was investigating the manner. They ended up investigating the manner and finding out that the kid is indeed a piece of shit. and they kicked him off the team for good.
I was going to ask you before I found out that he had other incidents. Like, do you think that was the right move to kick him off the team?
It sounds like it. It sounds like Arizona State had sometimes you have a team, like a lesser team, that will take a risk on a guy who got kicked off a bigger program because you're like, oh, shit, if he can just keep his nose clean and behave himself, like, we got a really solid player here. He can really help us out. You forget, you convince yourself that he's not going to do some stupid, dumb kid shit, forgetting that the whole reason he's here is because he can't stop doing stupid young kid shit. You think that a school wants to get rid of an athlete?
Nope.
They let those guys get away with damn near anything.
Unless it's St. Cloud State, they'll cut the whole team. Fuck it.
Well,
they just cut everything. Everything
football,
fun.
yeah.
Let's just get it all out of here.
But, I mean, this kid, they took a chance. If you're going to take a chance on a kid like that, you've either got to, if you're going to let him be on the team, you got to just cover up all the dirty, dumb shit he does. Because if you're signing him up for your squad and you're going, oh, well, maybe he'll behave this time, then you're stupid. Like, you got to have him on your team and be like, I know this kid's going to do some dumb shit, but we're going to let him get away with it. We're going to sweep it under the rug. We're just going to let it die out. Like the wheelchair thing, yeah, it was kind of shitty, but it's not like the girl was in it.
That was my take, by the way.
Right, yeah, it's not like she's in the wheelchair, so we'll just let him be a dipshit.
Yeah, I don't know. But then, like you said, like, oh, you're just going to sit there and think he's going to be better the next time. That's like the dumb girl mentality of, oh, I can fix him.
That's what I mean, though. That's why you have to just let him do whatever it is he does and then keep him on the team. Otherwise, don't put him on your team anymore. Like, what 19-year-old or 20-year-old has an epiphany after they fuck up and goes, wow, I should never behave like a dick anymore?
Wait, you didn't have...
Never.
Revelations like that?
Never. Don Lemonade says, I knew full-ride SCSU hockey player that couldn't tell you where half their classes were.
Oh, for fuck's sake, like, hockey is everything to SCSU. It is everything. Everything else can go, and if they just had hockey, they'd be fine.
So, like, you just got to let them get away with shit. Because if you're going to be a successful program, you have to let the athletes get away with shit because they're all stupid. So if you start punishing athletes at colleges for being stupid, you're going to end up with no team, or like a team that wins 5 or 6 games a year. You're not going to end up with a good team if you're like, well, we just want good character players. They're all 19 and 20. There's no character amongst any of them.
Yeah,
even when they're being good, they're going to break a window. They're going to steal some shit. They're going to get naked somewhere. Like, it's bad shit's going to happen.
Do you remember in high school when, like, boys on the football team and shit had to have, like, certain, like, a grade point average and, like, be involved in shit just to be on the football team?
They had to do some charity things, yeah.
Yeah, that shit doesn't fly in college anymore. It's like, no, you just got to be good at that and ignore everything else.
So, I don't, should they have gotten rid of that kid? No, not if they knew he was a piece of shit. You should have kept him.
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. And if that chick had came out and needed her wheelchair and she fucking said, hey, who the fuck threw my wheelchair down the stairs, I bet he would have gone and got it.
Make him go get it.
I don't know.
Sure. Raz of Chaz says, have you seen Letterkenny? That shit was for real for the hockey players. Yeah, they're dumb.
Yeah.
Hockey players are the dumbest guys of all the sports. Hockey players are dumber.
You think of all sports,
they're dumber than the football players.
Really?
Yes. Hockey players are remarkably stupid.
That is a toss-up.
Football players are smarter than hockey players.
That's quite a compliment.
And wrestlers are almost as dumb as both of them.
I was going to say wrestlers are pretty bad.
Wrestlers are pretty stupid.
The swimmers are always academics.
Yeah, it's because
golfers are academics.
Play a gay sport. Yeah, if you play gay sports, you're usually pretty good.
Hey, we golf.
It's gay when we do it.
We are pretty gay.
Yeah. It's a gay sport.
You wear your plaid shorts.
Look at how you dress. Yeah, you dress like a dick.
Somebody commented on my Instagram post. I just shared a post of you wearing those shorts, by the way, and they're like, my dad has those shorts.
Happens. You got to dress that way on the golf course. Shaft says, Aaron is just looking for a beatdown. Wow. I question the intelligence, and I say that the hockey players and the wrestlers aren't very smart. What's the first thing they do? I'm going to beat you up for saying that. Way to show that intelligence, boys. Way to prove me wrong.
How about the table tennis players? Are they smart? Are they academics?
Yeah, they're pretty smart. They're smart kids. $190 away from tonight's goal. If you feel like chipping in, there's the Streamlabs, there's the PayPal. About 20 minutes before we rattle the cans, play the music, and see if we can knock her out tonight. If you're feeling generous, PayPal, Streamlabs, Super Chats, memberships, it all counts. It all helps. We appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Rumble, hit the like button, hit the follow button. We would appreciate that. Let's rally and knock it out tonight. What do you say? 60 Minutes apparently did terrible ratings last night.
Really?
And their big get was Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's a bit kooky.
Yeah, I don't know. She seems so polarizing. I have a hard time believing that anybody likes her, even if they agree with her.
Yeah, she's they put her on there for a reason. You know, the Trump thing is hot right now. They know she says controversial shit.
Yeah.
I love it when the news or like any entertainment show puts someone on and they're putting them on because they know they'll draw ratings because they'll say crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that show the next day will go, oh my goodness, we're so sorry. We had no idea they were going to say things that were so controversial. It's like, bullshit. That's exactly why you put her on the show.
Because they're off the rails.
Right. You put Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay. Either you're lying or you're stupid, because you can't tell me that you put Marjorie Taylor Greene on the air thinking that she was going to be reasonable and calm. If you're telling me that, you're the dumbest person who's ever booked a TV show. If you're not telling me that part, then you're lying about wanting her to behave herself on the air. You wanted her to say crazy shit that got your show's name in the headlines.
Right.
So
that's her brand.
Marjorie Taylor Greene goes on 60 Minutes, and she did not disappoint. She called her political opponents pedophiles. Well, hey.
Oh, that's actionable, though.
Okay, but here's the problem.
Holy shit.
All right, here's the problem. Those powerful politicians would then have to sue her and show
and
that
then
they
find
aren't
out.
pedophiles.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Which my guess would be not all of them are going to be able to do one of those things.
In your opinion, yeah.
In my opinion. One of those things is not possible.
That's
for
weird.
some of those
That
people.
is really fucky, actually.
That's like
that you
the
say
ultimate.
that.
That's like the ultimate call your bluff. It's like all my political opponents on the Democratic side of the aisle are pedophiles. Well, here's the problem with that. If the ones who aren't pedophiles sue you, and they can prove they're not pedophiles, how does that make the ones who didn't sue her look?
Pretty bad.
So-
They've all pretty much got to sue her and hope for the best.
The ones that aren't going to sue her are going to threaten the ones who do sue her and say, hey, don't fucking do that. You're making the rest of us look like shit. It's a no-win situation. Let's say you sue her. You now have to defend whether or not you're a pedophile. No. You're not going to do that.
I like it when you bring that shit to my attention because I don't typically think that way. Like, I just
Right.
don't think about any of this shit.
Hey, do you want to sue
You've
her
got
for
a
that?
really great point.
Yeah, do you want to sue her for that? No, I don't want to sue her for that. Why? Because then I have to go in a court of law and say I'm not a pedophile. I'm not in the habit of defending myself against pedophilia accusations.
Things she says that are over the top, like
The Democrats are a party of pedophiles.
I would definitely say so. They support grooming children.
They are not pedophiles. Why would you say that?
Democrats support, even Joe Biden, the president himself, supports children.
I mean, look, if you're going to talk about Democrats maybe being pedophiles, he's not the worst place to start.
Right. Something about,
I mean,
did we forget the leg hair thing?
do you want to read his daughter's diary, or is the media not interested in that story at all? Because
I forget about that diary.
Yeah.
Children being sexualized and having transgender surgeries. Sexualizing children is what pedophiles do to children.
You can't argue that comment.
That is funny. I love when the counter argument to that is, well, I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I did. Now address it.
Even worse, I was just, wow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, but my question really is, can't you fight for what you believe?
That was the best defense you could muster of Democrats are a party of pedophiles, is you just went, wow.
I'm sorry, that just made Marjorie look really great right there.
I know.
And that's really saying something.
And she said wild shit. But like that interviewer just going, oh, can't believe you said that.
And without all that name calling and without the personal attacks.
Well, I would ask the same question to the other side, because all they've done is call me names and insult me nonstop since I've been here, Leslie. They call me racist. They call me anti-Semitic, which is not true. I'm not calling anyone names. I'm calling out the truth, basically.
Pedophile?
Pedophile, call it what it is.
Okay, did you ever apologize to Nancy Pelosi about the bullet to her head?
I didn't say that, so I don't need to apologize for words that weren't mine.
A bullet to the head would be quicker. Oh, boy. Oh, she didn't say that. She liked it.
Right. Does she need to apologize for that?
I mean, that's a little different than saying it.
It's a big difference from saying it.
Like it?
Other people also ran my social media. I don't think I did that.
Are you saying that you don't stand by what's on your social media?
Well, of course I stand for what's on my social media. But
by the way, this is why this country is shit now, is because these are the arguments we have.
I was just going to say what a fucking ticky-tacky conversation we're having here. Like, ooh, did you like that tweet or didn't you?
I don't even, this happens to me a lot. Like, I watch someone I don't like, and then the media is so dumb and juvenile and shitty that I forget that I don't like that person.
I'm not a fan of hers.
Yeah.
But
I think she's rather dumb. But, like, this
I don't know
interview,
about dumb. I'm going to say loudmouth. She's a loudmouth, just like Trump.
Kind of a dipshit. But the way they're questioning her, they're like, that Facebook thing you liked? Did you mean to like that? Do you stand by what you liked on Facebook? And it's like, this is why this country's in the damn shape it's in, because some 90-year-old bitch who doesn't get social media is interviewing some Karen about some Facebook post while we're giving away hundreds of billions of dollars we don't have to a country that we're basically using to launder money through. Wonderful. I hope we get this Facebook thing cleared up.
at times, you're not always in control. We have all kinds of people that work on our social media.
Did you apologize for your position on Parkland, Florida?
What was my position on Parkland, Florida?
That it was a false flag?
I don't know if you actually have my position. No, I never said Parkland was a false flag. No,
it's called a payoff to keep his mouth shut since it was a falsely planned shooting. And then she responded exactly, all right, that one's kind of tough to...
Can't refute that one. But
kind of tough to refute the, yeah, exactly.
I've never said that. School shootings are horrible. I don't think it's anything to joke about.
We fact-checked before I got to this interview.
Have you fact-checked all my statements from kindergarten through 12th grade and in college, and as I've paid my taxes and never broken a law? And I got a few speeding tickets. Do we need to talk about those too?
Yeah, see, this just got stupid.
It got catty and bitchy.
Yeah, it's two gals just getting a little cunty with each other, a little snippy.
Like the conversations like that was supposed to be like a hard-hitting interview and shit, but it ended up over like a Facebook comment. Like that makes me want to just fucking nuke all social medias because it's ruining people's ability to communicate with each other.
Well, you know what FACP monitoring thought of the whole thing? She's got a nose just waiting for my load. That's what he took from that whole interview. Oh, man. Larry Schulte says diversion talk while they rob everyone. Exactly. It's just they're going to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene's Facebook while everything goes to shit around us. You know what opinion of Marjorie Taylor Greene's I care about? None.
I agree.
She doesn't need to be spoken to.
I agree with that. I really do kind of stand by what I just said about social media, though. Like the people that live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit, they live there. Those people can't have a real conversation anymore. People that just live online and they never go talk to a real person, they can't have an actual conversation. And that's why we end up having a 60 minutes interview that focuses on, well, did you or did you not like this post?
What did you write on Facebook?
It's not important. None of that's important.
Curly Adam with $2 says she's a nut job, but somewhat interesting. That's my other thing. They have her on to do shit like that. They have her on to say wacky shit, and then they go, oh, that wacky shit you just said. How could you have done that? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You must have been inviting a different Marjorie Taylor Greene onto your show. The one who says nothing but really well-measured academic takes. Oh, because I'm the Marjorie Taylor Greene that only says crazy shit all the time.
Oh, and I think we should look into those speeding tickets. Did you pay them?
Patrick says, I'm not seeing a goal being met tonight. Oh, believe me, it's getting down to the wire and pretty nerve-wracking here.
Dicey.
We've only got about 15 minutes left, and we're still $190 away. We're only $60 into tonight's goal. Patrick, you could be right. This could be a rough start to the week for the old steel toe, but we'll see. There's the PayPal and the Streamlabs links in the chat if you guys want to start hammering down on this thing. Stevie J says it looked like they had her on to rub her nose in it. That's exactly what it was. And then the ratings were in the shitter. I guess it was one of the lowest rated episodes of 60 Minutes of the season.
Well, that's kind of good, though, if it's going to be bullshit.
Well, that's because most people, all right, they don't live in the media's world. Most people don't know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is.
Right.
Why? Because she's an insignificant congresswoman from Florida.
Unimportant.
She's not a big deal. So that's why most people didn't watch that interview. Why? Don't give a shit. Curly Adam with $10 says, for the goal, Pores chip in. Well, let's see if that starts a little bit of a rally here. 185 away from knocking it down. There's the Streamlabs and PayPal links in the chat. So yeah, I'm glad that the ratings were bad. I'm glad that people didn't care or didn't fall for that horse shit. And I don't give a shit what Marjorie Taylor Greene writes on social media.
That's the thing. Yeah, we're not like fans or anything, but if you're going to broadcast the bullshit, I think it should be hated.
People get locked up in that stuff, though. Like people on the left and people on the right, they like fight over her. It's like, guys, she doesn't matter. Like there's nothing.
That is definitely an unimportant position to be fighting over.
Right. It's not, guys. She's irrelevant. Bad news for the dude who stormed the field at Dodger Stadium to propose to his girlfriend last week. He's been banned from the stadium for 1 year following the stunt. Ricardo Juarez revealed the punishment Monday, saying he can't go back to Chavez Ravine for 12 more months due to his impromptu proposal. This is a guy who ran out onto the field and proposed to his chick. Here we have the... Oh, fuck, I haven't seen that yet.
Holy shit, what? That guy got laid the fuck out.
That was awesome.
Oh my God, I did not see that coming.
I like everybody in this story except the cameraman, who was apparently Michael J. Fox.
I agree.
Now, where is she? Which one is she?
They didn't get her.
He's looking for the ring. He's like, guys, the ring.
Worth it?
The fucking relationship better last. I'll say that.
Would you have done that for me?
No.
Okay.
Not in a million years. You shouldn't take a hard pinch for a wedding proposal. It should be a very safe thing.
Did you ever tell these fun people how you proposed to me?
Nah, I just proposed to her in bed. That's the way I did it.
It's very sweet.
So here's the guy. This is his response following, I'm sure, his concussion protocol. Right. With his fiance.
Was that initially your plan, Ricardo? The proposal was like, oh, I'm going to just jump over the fence and that the Dodgers say, like, was that your first plan to propose, or was there other ideas that you had in mind?
No, por el momento se me ocurrió todo y salió en el momento.
Oh, of course. Well, I don't need to listen to that interview then.
Yeah, we can't get like captions here or something.
Oh, wonderful. Now, they took him. They had to take him to the hospital. Thankfully, he was diagnosed with nothing more than some bad bruising and is now okay. Juarez also revealed to us the whole thing was not planned at all. He had initially envisioned popping the question in the stands, but changed his mind when he saw how close they were to the field. Boy, this guy's impulse control is on point.
I know. This is like trying to keep our buddy off the fucking U.S. Bank field. Just run out there.
He always tries to do everything with a lot of love, his wife, or his fiance said. He shows a lot of effort. The couple, who've been together for 3 years, is now planning to say I do in August. And due to all the well, guess what? They can't do it at Chavez Ravine.
I guess not.
Unless they put the wedding off for a year. Due to all the exposure the proposal got last week, she said they've been receiving tons of offers to help make their dream wedding come true. Well, just don't ask the Dodgers. They seem a little sore about the whole thing.
If you're security and you see a dude down on a knee with a ring, you're going to lay him out like that?
Yep, I like that they did that. I do.
I don't hate it. It's just, it wasn't necessary to
They've got a fucking job to do. You've got to make that shit hurt because their whole thing is nobody does that again. Like it's supposed to be so terrible and so awful that nobody wants to do it again. So I liked it. I'm glad that they had no choice. They had to hammer.
I
that
knew the guy
fucker.
Was gonna go off in cuffs. I just didn't know he was gonna.
Yeah, you gotta leave him with a few bruises.
Disconnect his spine on the.
Yeah, to remind him not to do that shit again. You can quote. This is from Alex. Aaron, I need you to say that Relt is a baby back bitch who doesn't know how to heat up a hot dog. There we go. That's from Alex. $20 coming from Alarix over there on PayPal. Thank you very much, buddy. 165 away from knocking it out tonight. We've already had the predictions that we're not going to hit it, but we've got 8 minutes until we rattle those cans and see if we knock it out and do an extra half hour tonight. 165 away. There's all the links in the chat. Super chats count as well. New memberships count as well. Well, there you go. What's his name again?
Alarix.
No. Relt.
Oh, Relt.
Relt is a non-hot dog heating motherfucker.
He's the type that'll split the whole hot dog down the middle. Left it in too long.
What a fucking dipshit. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get her up to 9,300 tonight. Also, I am officially retiring any Creator Clash coverage from this channel.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
It does absolutely dog shit. Coming off the Bam Margera thing, which went fucking every time we cover Bam, it goes ape shit. You know, we do very, very well. Thousands and thousands of views. So I went, you know what? Let's follow up Bam with another social media story, which is Froggy Fresh, iDubbbz, potential lawsuits, shit like that.
Nothing. Worst video of the last 2 weeks. I ironically said today, I think they're very niche. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's a small margin of people that pay attention to that.
Curly Adam with $20 says, still haven't received my YouTube steel toe hoodie.
What?
But love the show regardless.
There's
April,
no way. I would have sent him
that?
one a long time ago.
What is that all about?
Good Lord.
Alaric says, I have to say I'm very pleased with that read, Aaron. You're the best. Thank you, buddy. I do my best when there's insults that people want to send out publicly to make them good. The Happy Plague Doctor says, first to the egg. There you go. 145.
Thank you.
Away from knocking it out today. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, if you're a member, we got some new emotes. We got a me emote. We've got an April emote.
Really?
Yeah, and I think one other one was added. I think also. So be sure to play around with those if you're a member. All right, 5 minutes until we rattle the cans and whatnot. 145 away from knocking it out. You're not going to be happy about this. This story is the reason for the title of tonight's episode, which is Country Music is Officially Dead. At the CMT Music Awards last night, country singer Kelsey Ballerini, who I don't know too much about modern country, but I know that Kelsey Ballerini is basically someone who wasn't quite hot enough to be a pop star, so they just had her sing country music.
Okay, I don't know anything about her.
Is that about right? I mean, that's kind of how country music works now. You get a really, really cute chick, and you just have her, put on like old-timey country outfits, but you slut them up. Mm-hmm. And then you have her sing shitty songs, shitty country, modern country songs.
It's like people's portrayal of what they think country is.
Right. Kelsey Ballerini, who was also co-hosting the event, performed her song, If You Go Down, I'm Going Down Too. What a wholesome country title that is. With 4 drag queens from the show RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, no.
Dancing around her.
Oh, I feel like my soul's escaping me. This isn't country.
Wait a minute. Is she doing blackface?
I don't even...
You're telling me that's a country music singer?
No. Can we take this shit somewhere else? I don't care if you do it. It's just not here.
Yeah.
We don't need drag here.
Hey, look, we put a twangy guitar effect in there. Yeah, cool. It's still a pop song. Get it the fuck out of here.
This is like when people were still calling Taylor Swift country. You know what?
It's
a stretch.
First 2 Taylor Swift albums, more country than most of the shit you see coming out of...
when they were still and she's like working her way to pop.
But her shit was more country than any of these broads are. And that's not saying much. I'm not saying she was at all, but like it's totally, completely crossed over now. Like it's soft pop is what country music is. Like look at all the guys. All the guys who do country music now, with the exception of like a handful of dudes, They're all just metrosexual fucking mansion dwellers.
Honest to God, unless you're like a Chris Stapleton, and I don't really listen to him, but unless you're a Chris Stapleton, I don't think you can call yourself country.
Yeah, like maybe Luke Combs, who's still kind of fat, trash man looking dude.
Still throws kind of some rock into that shit, though, a little bit. A lot of guitar. I don't know.
I think everybody knows that Eric Church is the realest motherfucker out there.
No, I wouldn't even throw him in country anymore. He's some weird hippie shit.
He's a blues man.
He's very bluesy. He's not
man.
not country anymore. I'm sick of that.
The performance was a glaring display of full-blown wokeness and support for cross-dressing men and sexual degeneracy, writes Not the Bee. Well, don't sugarcoat it.
Wow, yeah, they went all in.
From the song's title, sang in honor of the drag queens, to the rainbow lighting, to CMT and Ballerini's follow-up message, celebrating love, self-expression, and performance. And there she is with all her drag gals.
I don't care if you do this. This is fine.
Right.
Just not here.
This
isn't what it's about.
I hate this idea that somehow drag queens are being oppressed. First of all, you're a character. It's a character you play. You tuck your cock back and put fake tits in your dress, and then you dance around at a bar. Let's not pretend that they're not letting you practice Islam or something. So, first of all, no drag queens are being persecuted.
Never.
The only argument out there is we don't think you should be doing this sexual shit in front of children. That's the only position. If that is somehow oppressing you, then I guess you're oppressed, but then I guess that's a kind of oppression I'm okay with. Because it's nothing new for us to say, hey, that's inappropriate around kids.
No, that used to be like, even in my small town, it used to be like, oh, we don't bring kids into a bar because it's inappropriate.
Right.
Oh my God. Let alone this shit.
Then you go to Wisconsin and it's just kind of like, the kids drive you home.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a local radio personality here too on Facebook last night post that Jelly Roll was tearing up the Country Music Awards, and Jelly Roll is not a fucking... I'm sorry, like that's not country. Like, country has lost its way, and I think that if you don't listen to the old shit, you're not really listening to country.
Pugsley says, give me an example of Eric Church's blues song. Drowning Man, Mixed Drinks About Feelings. I could go on forever, baby.
Every single song.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Every single one. That guy is not country.
Higher Wire is pretty bluesy. Chattanooga Lucy is pretty bluesy. There's some...
I really do not like that song.
There's some Eric Church bluesy shit out there.
I like Higher Wire and maybe like 3 other ones. And I'd call it a day on that guy.
I would even say Crazy Land is a little country bluesy as well, if I may. 145 away from knocking it away, guys. We got a bunch of stories left to go.
Yes.
I've got a guy who nearly was blown up in a laundromat. I've got a woman with 2 vaginas who says she uses one for porn and one for her husband.
Ooh, I like stories like that.
And we got Icelanders throwing puffins off a cliff. But don't worry, it's for a reason.
The puffins?
Yeah, they're throwing puffins off a cliff.
Was that fucking Shab? Because he hung out with a puffin last weekend.
Well, maybe he's throwing them off a cliff in Iceland. I don't know. At any rate, first, we got to knock out our goal tonight. 145 away. Let's fire up the music. And let's see if we can get there. Here we go. Bells for everybody if they're chipping in to knock it out tonight. 5 minutes to go. Yeah, Robert Darth Mode. I like that. That's the title of that story. Tammy Two Cunts. Let's see if we can get to Tammy Two Cunts.
Yes.
Tonight. If we knock out our goal, the first thing we do is Tammy Two Cunts.
Please.
So 145 away. There's Streamlabs. There's PayPal. Super Chats and memberships. Welcome as well. Rumble rants. All of it. Welcome on this evening's show. 145 away. Anything within 150 we kind of consider striking distance.
Yes,
Gets
sir.
done on a regular basis. So as the music goes, we got 5 minutes left in the show, or we've got 35 minutes left in the show. It all depends on what you, the audience, would like. Ghislaine says Morgan Wallen. I am not a Morgan Wallen guy.
I've not listened to his music.
I really like his hidden camera footage.
Me too. That's what I know of him.
My Lost Interest with 199 says there once was a man from Nantucket. Oh, yeah? Go on, if you will.
Thank you.
King of all diffs says, wish I could help. Don't you worry, bud. We know that everybody who can't help out is hitting the like button. They subscribe to the channel. They watch regularly. And if you have YouTube Premium and you watch a shitload of Steel Toe, you have no idea. You're helping us a ton already.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, we consider the donations and all that. That's people going above and beyond and being remarkably supportive of this fine show we do. Poo-poo sauce alla grande says, come on, guys, pay up. I'm dying to hear. All right.
Yes.
JJ Muscatel says, can we donate through Venmo? Fuck, yes, there is. But I can't remember you know what? I'll get that in there for you next time, guys. Sorry about that. Curly Adam with 25. Thank you very much. 125 away.
Thank you.
From tonight's goal. So 125 left and 3 minutes to go before we have to knock it out here. Let's go ahead and hit the refresh button. Make sure we're all caught up on thank yous. Oh, Curly Adam with the 25. Yes. That was very nice of him. There you go.
I thought your Venmo used to be Aaron-Imhoff.
No, that's my personal one.
Oh, that is your personal one. Excuse me.
I'm talking about for the
business.
The business. Yeah, not my personal Venmo.
Don't Venmo
that doesn't do anything for the fucking Steel Toe
I
company.
forget that it wasn't. I thought you hooked it up.
All right, guys, less than 3 minutes to go. 125 away. Make sure you're hitting the like button if you can't chip in. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe and all that shit. Tammy Two Cunts coming up in overtime if we hit overtime tonight. That means someone outside of Curly Adam is going to have to rescue this thing. We've got Bear River from Idaho with $10.
Wow, thank you.
Come on, guys. Last time I chipped in, we didn't hit the goal. Let's hit it this time. That's from Sandy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whitney with $5 says, reportedly after the buffalo attacked, it said, this is Kumia country. All right.
Aww.
An even 100. Thank you very much. Scrap Part says, any big plans for the 10K sub milestone? Yeah, we'll see if YouTube will stop strangling our reach and not monetizing any of our videos.
That'd be nice.
Everyone who's gotten over 10,000 subs told me that's total. Like that's what happened to them too. Is once they hit near 10,000, it all just kind of got choked off. Cerberus with $20 says there's a lot of decent country artists, but much like rock and rap, it doesn't get radio play.
Right.
It's sad. 85 away from knocking it out, boys and girls. We are getting closer and closer. My Lost Interest with $1.99 says, who kept his veggies in a bucket. That's the rest of his limerick that he had started earlier.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we got about a minute left. We got Mike's Tool Repair with $5. He says, get it.
Thank you.
$80 away from knocking her out. Rupert with $49.99. That's going to put us at 45 away from tonight's goal. 30 away from tonight's goal is Curly Adam with another $20.
Curly.
30 away. So it looks like we are going to give you guys overtime, and hopefully we knock out the rest of that 30 in time. All right. So we still got 10 seconds left for the rest of the goal. The music ran out first before we could get to the rest. All right, well, there you go, guys. Thank you very much, Rupert, for the $49.99. He says that Lainey Wilson chick has a great butt. Country hasn't been country for a long time. That's very accurate.
Sure. A lot of pretty people. Not good music.
Very accurate. All right. You guys kept the show going for another 30 minutes so we can talk about Tammy Two Cunts. We appreciate that. Again, 30 away from knocking it out tonight. Thank you for tolerating your favorite e-beggars.
Yes.
Now we got to talk about the lady with a couple of vaginas. This is actually kind of sweet in a weird way.
Wholesome?
Not in the least. No, it is in no way, shape, or form wholesome.
Wholesome.
It's very it's hole heavy.
Holes.
Yeah, it's hole heavy. Yeah.
Okay.
Rincewind with $20 says, Aaron, F, Mary, kill. Ooh, fun. You always get to do these.
Yeah.
I get to do one now. By the way, that cuts the goal in half. Right to 15. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Patrick says, you're welcome, Aaron. The reverse psychology, sir. Fantastic. Rincewind says, Aaron, F, Mary, kill. Ava Braun, Gili Raubel, Dylan Mulvaney. I don't know who this other person is. Gili Raubel. Who is this person? An Austrian woman who is the half-niece of Adolf Hitler.
Oh, can we get some images? Ooh.
Oh, she is a German broad.
Right with the man.
The man, huh?
No, The legend.
That is one German-ass German bitch right there.
They are always the same look, right?
That is a very German broad.
Yeah.
I do not go for those. I do not go for my own kind.
I'm halfway there.
Nah, you're a Swede.
Not very nice.
You're one of those Swedes.
My dad's genes did take over.
All right, so I got to throw Dylan Mulvaney in there as well.
And what did Ava look like? Was she hot?
I'm gonna F Ava. I'm gonna marry Hitler's niece, and obviously the K goes for the old Bud Light spokeswoman herself.
Interesting. You could have just went with Ava and she'd be out of there soon enough. You just get whatever.
She's hotter than the other two, though.
Then why wouldn't you marry that one?
I did. I married Ava Braun.
Oh, I thought you married. No, you said you married the niece.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't want to have sex with the niece.
So you just marry the niece and don't have sex with her?
Right. I had sex with Ava Braun.
See, when I play the F, marry, kill one, like I always go for like marrying the person I'd want to have sex with for a long time.
No, because I can have a sexless marriage.
I can get some on the side. That's
right.
fine.
Yeah. So Ava Braun.
Aaron has different rules than some people.
Marry Hitler's niece.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like Ava Braun could get it, and by it I mean a bullet to the head after she takes cyanide. Because, well, you know, it didn't.
She got in the wrong circles.
Yeah, she hung around with the wrong crowd, and
she was a good girl.
Yeah, it didn't go well for old Ava. Do we know what her beliefs were? Do we know if she like gave a shit about any of that stuff, or she was just like, I like mustaches and
I don't know,
men in power?
Maybe she knew him as like an artist or something, not a bad man.
She liked his paintings. $10 away from tonight's goal. Rupert with $9.99 says April has the make of a country singer, but I don't know about the talent.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It's very nice of you, sir.
My shower thinks I'm a good singer.
Oh, well.
So does my truck, actually.
$10 away from knocking her out. Thank you guys very much. All right, on to Tammy Two Cunts. So this woman, Evelyn Miller from Australia, was diagnosed with uterus didelphus in 2011. It means she has a double uterus, 2 sets of ovaries,
God,
and 2 vaginas.
Do you know how much work that would be?
Lot of appointments.
A lot of pain.
Yeah.
A lot of bad stuff.
The mother of 2, yay, now earns $12K a week on sites OnlyFans and Pornhub. So she's making a solid $500,000 a year. Old Tammy Two Cunts.
To me, every time I hear about the paychecks, it sounds worth it. Like, I feel like that's how every girl gets into this shit. They hear what the other girl's making. They're like, you know, if I could just put my dignity aside for a second, this sounds nice.
They hear $500,000 a year, but then what they don't hear is all of the guys who, you know, go on a date with them and go, oh, what do you do? Yeah, no.
No, I feel like you have to be married and the guy has to be okay with it.
Do you appreciate being married to an absolute pussy-ass cuck bitch? That's not going to wear on you a little bit?
I don't know. I'm not in that circle. I'm not in that situation. I have no idea. But I mean, you can't be going out on dates and thinking you're going to find a real one.
I can't imagine that. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah, you can't go on a date and think you'll find a real one. So what you do is the one who's been loyal and faithful to you, you punish them by cucking the shit out of them and doing it once you're together.
I said he's got to be okay with it. Or maybe he's got to be in on it. Like he's part of it.
Oof. I find these OnlyFans relationships to be kind of like fucked up in a weird way.
That's why we're not in one. Thank you very much.
Delco Lou with $4.99 says, thanks for helping me get through 4 months of my son in the NICU with your shows. They provided me a break from the chaos. He's finally home now. Hey! There we go.
That's good news.
And that's going to, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Not the show. We knocked out the goal. We hit the goal. We're good.
That guy messaged me a little while back. I was thinking about that kid.
Thanks, boys and girls. That was very nice. All right, on to Tammy Two Cunts. It's funny what like the YouTube people get into and what the Rumble people get into. Like if it's politics, the Rumble numbers are like, let's fucking do it.
Let's say more.
Alex Stein, let's fucking go. YouTube, it's like, hey, Alex Stein, and they're like, that's all right. But then you're like, Tammy Two Cunts. They're like, you have my attention. A porn star born with 2 vaginas has told how she uses one for work and the other for play. She does know that doesn't count.
That's like saying, well, we had that conversation one day how about like
Oh, and we were joking about like the butthole.
Right. Our buttholes can be shared around like an offering plate to others, but keep the other ones for us.
It doesn't work that way. I have one vagina for a bunch of other guys and then one vagina that's just yours, honey.
You know what I want to know? Like, as somebody who has a vagina.
Oh,
I'd like
breaking
to know.
News.
Right. Most people think it's a dick.
Yeah.
I want to know, are they next to each other or are they like on top of each other?
I was wondering the same thing. Yeah.
Like,
do you have like
pussy,
a wider
butthole?
Do you have a wider like crotchal basin area so that they're side by side? Do you have mushed in, like, are they probably both remarkably tight twats?
Or is it like a stoplight with the red, yellow, green lights, like, but holes?
How are we doing this exactly? Do they stack on top of each other?
Like the stoplight idea.
The only way I feel like it works is if they're side by side.
I feel that too, and I feel like the openings probably aren't that big. I feel like they're probably just sitting right next to each other, just like this. And then once everything's internal, it just kind of... God,
Forks
that's got
off.
to take up a little bit of room too, though.
She's a mutant.
Oh my
She's
God.
a weird one. Zen Rhino thinks they're on top of each other. And no, KYP Stu, to answer your question, one butthole. She only has one butthole.
Can you imagine if you had two of those? Oh, God.
Yeah, two assholes. Oh, you don't know which one to wipe because you don't know which one you pooed out of?
Yeah, but two vaginas is super unsexy too, though, for other reasons. Like, that's a lot of maintenance.
Look, she's probably, she's got a lot of things on her, a lot of issues on her plate. Abigail, thank you for the $10 over on PayPal.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
I do know somebody personally, like in my personal life, whose baby girl was born and has a full set of two, everything.
Really?
And they said like the worst part, like as a baby, is like all the fucking infections because you have to like keep things so
I'm sure.
clean. And like they're going to actually have to have her do some counseling growing up, like when she hits puberty, like trying to maintain that shit.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know right now, of course.
Can't you like hysterectomy one set and then like, this is going to sound so stupid, like putty it up, just like lock one of them down.
Putty it up.
Like just close it down.
Like mudding a wall.
Like, yeah, like
taping it.
no, I'm thinking like an old mine and you just throw some dynamite in there and then collapse the mine and then
You're Chevy Chase
putty
at
up
the
hole.
Hoover Dam with his gum trying to plug that shit up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to rip out all the, like put a log chain in there, tie it to a truck, pull out all the guts
Well, check
from
it out.
one of them and then dam it up.
There is talks of that. That I asked him the same thing. Can't you just remove one set? And he said, number one, that's a big surgery for a baby to go through, and
Sure.
two, it's hooked up to your kidneys too from your urethra and shit. Okay, so now you got like problems with that. And if you take out one set, you kind of run the risk of like, what if one of the sets was like infertile, but you're not going to know that as a baby, and then you did the wrong one. You really run a risk of all fucking the whole kid up.
Looks like you're going to have to make this whole two twat thing work out for you because it's too hard to fix it.
Yeah.
The married mother of two was anxious to open up about, well, sounds like being anxious about opening up is the least of her problems. But she didn't want to open up about her condition with sexual partners, but now has learned to embrace it. Miss Miller, who used to work as an escort, now earns $12,000 a week on OnlyFans and Pornhub through videos of solo and partnered sex, including with other men. See, like, how could you have a husband and still respect him?
But I think the right answer here is he's got to be doing this type of work too.
Right.
That's it. I feel like if that guy is not involved in porn or something, then he's not going to get it and he's going to feel left out.
If you're a woman who's in porn, can you with a straight face tell your husband that he can't cheat?
No.
No.
You definitely have to have an open relationship.
You have to.
It's just got to be somebody that you like enjoy going and doing shit with during the day. And then the rest of that shit just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or something.
Laying bare her reality with the condition, she said it doesn't feel like cheating as she has one vagina for work and another one for play. Oh, that's great, because when guys think of their girl getting railed by someone else, it's always the fact that it's the same hole that bothers them, not the intimacy or the active sex. It's just that, oh, if only there could be a second hole.
How about the fact...
This sounds like something she told herself.
To feel better?
And then sold herself on it and then brought it to him and was like, hey, what do you think of this? And he's like, that sounds like horseshit. She's like, well, I could just leave you. He's like, all right.
Kind of like small town Christian girls saying that if they just do anal, they're virgins.
Right. That's a thing in small town America, is like they make these chastity agreements with God, and those girls are 6 times more likely than other girls to take it in the asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know who did that fucking
thing.
study, because it's kind of creepy. You have to ask high school girls if they're getting plowed in the ass,
That
which
is scary.
I think we should investigate the people doing those studies. But either way,
Yeah,
they found
I don't
some
want to
data.
know about kid sex.
Right.
Ever.
This is Tammy Two Cunts.
Woo!
There she is. Yeah, there's 2
Oh.
vaginas in there.
Can you imagine being her husband and going down there and looking at them next to each other like you're trying to service your vagina that you save for your marriage, but looking right at the other one and be like,
The other
I
one
know
that's-
what you've done today.
That's just been hammered away at by God
Pringle
knows
cans.
who. Right.
Oh.
Just like the fucking Cardinals offensive line has been at it today.
Jesus Christ. She's hot, though. I would.
She's all right. Too many tattoos.
She's all right.
Too many tattoos.
I don't know.
She's got. Oh my God. Oh, that's right. She's had kids. Which?
Wait, was it a work child or a love child?
Yeah. Which uterus did it grow in? Because if it grew in the wrong uterus, somebody's going to be very upset.
Wow, that would cause a lot of jealousy, actually.
Yeah.
At least if there's just one hole, you know what's been in and out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you imagine coming home and your husband's like asking you what you did for work that day?
Don't ask. Just don't ask.
How was work, honey?
Don't do that.
Oh, you know.
She's got 2 kids, 20 months and 8 months. She's got.
Wait, what does he look like?
What does he look like?
Yeah, right there. Who's?
Oh, he's a wiener guy.
So this is what it looks like to be married to her.
Yeah, he's a wiener guy for sure. Oh, that poor bastard. Just a
He
little
looks
skinny.
happy though. The
What
kids
is-
are cute.
Oh man. I can't. Miss Miller added, there's always a risk I could be pregnant with 2 babies at the same time. It's true.
I mean-
a work baby and a life baby.
Oh no.
When I was pregnant with one, we'd still have to use condoms if we wanted to have sex in the other vagina. I thought you didn't have sex in the other vagina.
Right.
There were also complications after I gave birth. Both of my babies were born very small and needed to spend months in intensive care. Thankfully, they're both happy and healthy now. She set up an OnlyFans account in 2018 and started creating content with her husband, Tom.
That's the ticket. He's got to be involved.
The couple have since started a marketing business together, but they still create explicit content on the side. Well, that's good. You know, you want to be helping your clients get the most out of their marketing dollars in these very confusing times. And then when you're done with a hard day of work, you just want to have a nice blow bang on OnlyFans to really clear the cobwebs out.
Oh yeah. It's rejuvenating.
Miss Miller says their success peaked while she was pregnant. People are weird. She said, I was always curious about sex work, and sometimes other men are involved too. It doesn't really feel like cheating. I've got one vagina for work and another for play.
But if he's the one she's working with,
Yeah, but other guys too.
are we sure?
That's what she just said.
Oh, okay.
Because she said it doesn't feel like cheating. I've got a vagina for work and a vagina for play.
I guess. I don't
Look,
know.
man, whatever floats your boat, I guess. But shit ain't me. No thanks.
I'm thinking, I'm not even going for the sex stuff. I just think of like all the problems involved. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want 2 of those.
Guy Sartell says, I think you get a free pass if you accidentally stick it in her butt. It's way too confusing down there.
It's
Right.
like fucking playing Battleship and putting your pegs in the holes.
It's like trying to connect a long distance phone call in the 40s. You're just sitting there plugging shit in. And you're like, oh, that's not Omaha.
Did not connect.
Hold on. Yeah, that one. Oh.
Ooh, that one feels good.
Yeah, there you go. That's the switchboard.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Oh, man. Yeah, you should have had one of those shaven off back in the day. You should have cut it off with the quick. But here we go.
I actually kind of like that idea. If there weren't so many like risks involved in taking one set out, I think that's just the answer, isn't it?
Is just rip one of them out of there.
What if back in the day, though, like when she was a kid, what if they didn't look for that kind of shit?
Right.
Like they just didn't know?
Which is good. Like, you don't want your doctor poking around too much when you're a little girl. I
Because
guess.
check it out. Now that I'm thinking about it, the only reason the person I know with the baby with 2 sets found out is because she kept getting so many UTIs that they finally
Right.
did like an ultrasound to look at her business, and they're like, holy shit, there's 2 of them.
That is
That's a weird day at the office.
Crazy thing to be born with. Just 2 of everything. Make sure you're hitting the like button. We're halfway through overtime, but let's make sure we're hitting the like button. It's great for the algorithms.
Or isms.
Or the algorithms and stuff like that. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel as well. Thank you guys very much. Oh, yeah, periods.
That's what the fuck I was talking about earlier. When I was saying, like, you know, it's unsexy, you know.
If they go at the same time.
I like how you just came
It's like
to
the goddamn Red River.
It's gonna hurt too. Like, dude, one of those hurts bad enough. Some women don't have problems, but for God's sakes, I don't want 2 of them.
Boy,
It's
she must
not
have
fun.
really pissed God off.
Just your hormones in general. Can you imagine the fucking rager you'd have from having 4 fucking ovaries releasing that shit? Fuck that noise, dude.
Let's watch a guy who, you know, if you ever watch the news and you think, hey, there's no God. God is dead and we're all alone.
You say that a lot.
I'm going to show you guys a story that might make you think, something's watching over this dude. This is taken from a laundromat in Spain. A gentleman was done doing his laundry and he was heading back home.
Okay.
Let's take a look what happened if he would have, say, dropped his keys or taken a little bit longer to fold his clothes or just something would have stalled him somewhere along the way.
I'm nervous.
There he goes. I just got my laundry done. All these fucking bags. God damn it. I hate this shit. How obnoxious. Ugh. Glad I'm going home. Ah, fuck.
Oh, no.
That close.
Dude, that whole shit was projectiles into his person. Like, if he was right there.
If he was right there, he is cut up into minced meat. He's done.
He's toasted.
Yeah. Like a Quiznos sub, baby.
Now that I know that, I'm going to watch that and see if there's any, like, sparks or anything. I don't see anything at all.
Oh, yeah, you will. You'll see.
What kind of force blows open a fucking door?
Well, what happened was whoever, and hopefully that guy was the only one in the room and he got the fuck out of Dodge.
God, I hope so.
That guy, yeah, King of all diffs says Zed's dead, baby. Somebody who was doing their laundry forgot to check their pockets.
What did they have in there?
They had a lighter in their pockets.
Okay.
And the lighter, kablooey. The lighter
That's
went
all
off.
that takes, though?
Yep. If it's full of that fluid.
Yeah, but they're so small.
Yeah, but think of all the gears and all the running shit.
I
and
guess,
stuff
like,
that's
you
in
got to
the-
think, like, if you turn the dryer on, like, the hot, like, you know, it's hot.
Well, and think it's a compressed space, too. There's air in there and shit like that.
You concern me, though. Like, thank God you don't smoke, and we don't really smoke cigars all that often, but, like, you're bad at leaving shit in your pockets. Like, you've ruined a lot of shit that way, but
Mine's a wallet. That's it.
a wallet and your headphones, your
Yeah.
Bluetooth headphones.
My Bluetooth headphones are broken again. I'll need a new pair sometime.
Yeah, I guess what happened?
Apparently, this happened in Spain when a man forgot to check his pockets and left a large lighter in his pants, threw them in the dryer, and accidentally blew up the building.
Dude, that's a really expensive mistake, too, because aren't you on the hook for that now?
Can we please do this like when our dryer finally takes a shit? Can we
No.
like plug it in outside?
Okay, outside, yeah.
And then just put a lighter in there and turn it on?
We can take it to my parents' place and get like a long extension cord.
Yeah.
and blow the shit up.
Just blow up the dryer.
That'd be fun.
I like that idea. That could be
That's
fun.
actually pretty fun.
Just throw it in there. Oh, we can. There's probably videos of dryer explosions.
Yeah. Is there anything else that would explode in a dryer? Probably just
God,
lighters.
a bunch of shit.
Think of how many people that smoke maybe have had this happen to them.
Hair dryer explosion, grain bin. Oh, we saw the grain bin collapse thing.
Grain bins are bad, dude. That's bad news.
Fire and water do not mix.
Exploding
dryer. Dryer catches fire at a laundromat. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine how scary that would be?
Front load washer, total carnage, washer chain, chomp on me. All right, let's take a look.
All right, it's about to rain, but not going to let that spoil the party.
I like this guy. Oh, what the fuck? What did he put in there?
Something a little heavier this time.
Oh.
I used to paint those at my last job. That piece of metal.
What the fuck?
It's completely falling apart.
Yeah.
You see it?
The whole dryer is like shaking and just like falling apart from the inside.
Oh, this is fun.
Fall apart, you son of a bitch. That's a well-made dryer.
That's a washing machine, actually.
Oh, a washing machine.
Yep. Holy shit.
It's hanging in there.
Give up, machine.
It's okay. You can go home.
Look into the light.
Let go. I know what you're feeling. Let it go. Let it go.
It's still running.
Jesus Christ, this thing will not die. What brand is it?
I think this should be like an endorsement for this brand.
Holy fuck, this should be a Super Bowl commercial. Sack of shit will not die.
Well, look how long the video is. Apparently it keeps going.
The entire frame has fallen apart around it.
Oh, this is great. Oh my god.
What brand are you thinking?
GE.
I was gonna go Maytag.
I'm going GE for sure.
Wow. Oh, it finally...
Nope. It's still going.
Oh my god, it's still going. It's convulsing on the ground, but it's still going.
Aren't you laughing your dick off?
How is that thing not launched out and decapitated someone by now?
Oh, he's got a bunch of shit out of here. Look.
Jesus. It shoots right through the windshield of that car.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Oh, it finally died.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it's still running.
Its motor's still trying to run, yeah. That thing is blocking it. That sounds like it's gonna blow.
Yeah, why don't you step closer to it?
Oh, fuck.
Look at all the pieces. It finally died.
What a bloody
Best
mess.
washer kill ever.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That's a dependable washer, man. What?
They didn't tell us what kind of machine it was.
Wow.
I was actually kind of curious.
Keith Sartell says, this is what it looks like when I fuck. Curly Adams says, great audio content. No, I had that on the thing, didn't I? I had that on the thing.
You guys, did we have the video up for you or not?
That video was up, I swear to God.
Quick, check Rumble. Rumble will have the replay. Go look.
Oh, no. Yep, I had it up.
thank
I had
God.
it up there. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Oh, that was anxiety producing.
That was...
That would have been too embarrassing, I think.
That would have been one of the 5 dumbest things I think I've ever done in this program's history.
That was pretty good, though.
Wow, we got 5 minutes left. If I can
You
find
know,
one more
Yeah, but
fucking
that
dryer or washer blowing up.
that video kind of reminded me of...
Video of steam boiler explosion?
And then look at the barn underneath it. Tannerite.
Oh, Tannerite on a barn, right? Oh, we watched that one? All right, let's check this one out. Fire tube boiler explosion. Oh, bro, get out of there.
Oh, dude, you might be dead.
Get out of there.
Oh, that's just a poor little guy.
Get out of the building.
Buddy, go away.
June 18th, 2007. Go out of the... Get out of the shit. Oh, he's leaving. Okay.
He heard something, I bet.
Yeah. He's like...
He heard some kind of alarm going off. He's
I
like,
think it's time to skedaddle. Oh! Oh. They didn't have the best cameras back in 07.
I guarantee you that dude heard some kind of alarm going off and he got the fuck out of Dodge.
A 10-millimeter hole was blown in the wall.
Oh my God.
Lucky wall.
That is a lucky wall.
We told you about this story, so let's just see what's going on here before we leave tonight. Every year during the late summer, locals on a remote island off the coast of Iceland spend their evenings searching for disorientated puffin chicks, known as pufflings.
Pufflings?
And then they throw them off a cliff. Light pollution can confuse the pufflings, causing them to fly inland and out instead of out to sea. Puffins are a national treasure in Iceland, which has the largest colony in the world, but for decades, their numbers have been dwindling. So, these people take the puffins, they chuck them off the cliff, and the puffins just take off and start flying. Because they're supposed to fly out to sea. They're not supposed to fly back inland.
Yeah, but what's out to sea for them? Aren't they safer inland?
Food and shit. I don't know. I'm not a puffin. But they just, they take them and they just, whoo, right off the cliff.
I like to picture an overhand throw, not an underhand. Chuck.
No, I think it's you grab them by the...
I want a solid spiral.
It's one of those like that.
You're going to granny shot him off the cliff?
It's like more of a push. It's like a kind of a thing. Kind of a scoot.
For the little pufflings.
I just got to play the numbers on this. You know all of them don't fly away.
No, they die. They crack their skulls on fucking rocks and shit, and that's your fault now.
Yeah, there's got to be some...
That puffling's life is on you.
Right. There's got to be some where they chuck them, and they go, oh, that one was not ready.
And then that's ruined everybody's day.
Yikes. By the way, for some reason, this story, and maybe it's because I've dropped a reference or two to it today, has me thinking about The Wicker Man. I think that's the movie you should watch next, is The Wicker Man.
I don't know what that's
The original with Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee, of course, from Lord of the Rings and all that shit. The Bad Wizard from Lord of the Rings.
Don't we now have to finish the Matrix trilogy?
I've heard that the Matrix #1 is solid and that you don't need the trilogy.
I think you're just kind of saying that.
That's what I've heard.
Know.
The first one was fine. That shoehorned love story was fucking awful.
I said that as soon as it was over last night. I said, I do hate that, the love conquers all ending, but then again, we're shitty partners, I guess, if we don't believe that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know what I mean? Because, in your personal life, if everything else is burning down around you, you're supposed to have that person next to you and the love and stuff.
Right, but they forced it. They weren't even...
It did seem so forced. It was gay.
Right.
I didn't like it.
Pragmatic Baxter says, Matrix original is all you need.
Is it? Okay.
Scott Alicious McFabulous says, liar. Johnny said 1, 2, and 3 were good. 4 was bad.
I didn't know there was a 4th one.
Count Dooku is in Wicker Man.
Okay.
Now, hold on a minute. I show her the original, right? I've never seen the Nicolas Cage Wicker Man, but I got to show her the original with Christopher Lee, correct? It's a pretty interesting fucking flick.
Well, tell me what it's about quick. You got a minute.
It's about a very Christian constable or investigator from the mainland in Scotland, and he has to go to this independent island to investigate a missing child, and he finds this cult, who are big on sex and fertility.
They're sex guys.
Sex and fertility and the cycle and how it relates to harvest of their produce and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And it just really clashes with this guy's Christianity, and it's I don't know, it's pretty good. Wicker Man is pretty solid. Yeah, you got to show her the original. People are saying the Nick Cage Wicker Man is kooky. Okay.
Is it good though? I don't know. This sounds pretty.
Animal Kelly says don't watch the Nick Cage remake sober. Okay. Okie doke.
So is the original Wicker Man good though? Is it worth seeing, or is it just a kind of a dumb movie?
The original Wicker Man is a fucking ride, especially when you consider it was made in the 70s and the kind of movie it was. You're like, wow, this was it's going to feel ahead of its time in a very cool way.
Okay.
You'll like the Wicker Man. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. That's going to do it for us tonight. We will be back tomorrow morning. Johnny and I will be back for the morning show, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. What?
You know how we should have ended this show? That story about throwing the puffins off the cliffs, there should have been a video of that.
There wasn't.
On YouTube, though.
I don't have a video of the puffins going off the cliff. And we are out of time. Thank you guys very, very much. April, thank you as well.
Thanks.
Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. And we